some stirrings and some whispers within Cromarium, and it has become evident that it is he's grown bored, and it's become evident that it's time to strike back out into the wilderness again. So he's gathered with his compatriots there, and they prepare to leave. And while the rest at the cottage was a welcome respite, seeing his friends there, standing there again, including the new lad. I think it's Ven. He's glad to be back out on the road again, and that is Old Hand Cleric of Yunday.
Yeah, Vin is a resident of this area, and he had when he was younger, he was much younger, I guess, more like young teenager, whatnot. He grew up learning how to hunt and track and stuff like that in the wilderness. And when he came of age of being a man, he joined the guard, and from there went off. Has seen some things that still kind of haunt him. He's met with his with someone he's known practically his whole life that's in the group, Nesta, and she's invited him to join the group and to help out on their adventures. He thought it would kind of just be a one-time thing, and he went with them to help out to help them find this place out in the swamps and to help that magic user. But coming back to town and stuff, he just found that the only thing that he could find any kind of joy in again was down at the bottom of a glass. So he's finally found a purpose to hearing some bar talk of some evil creatures that are lurking around the area. He has boasted that he will bring back their leader's head for them to be able to hang on the tavern wall. And so he's found a reason to pull himself up and get out again. And that is Vin, the soldier.
So I am playing Pinesta, musician, poet, bard extraordinaire. She has been communing with the Black Gulf and has learned a new spell herself, brought from the depths of that place. And she's been spending her time in Cromarium over the past few months. It is the year anniversary, thinking about the people that she's lost. She's lost quite a few people in this year. And thinking about Uhtred, thinking about Kassan and Zulia and everybody who's gone. But she knows that she has to move on, continue on. And in fact, as a collector of stories, there is now one specific story that she is interested in finding that is bringing her back to her adventuring party and back to her adventures, looking for this story. And that is Pinesta, the bard.
I am playing Brighild the Imposing, the Chimeri Celt Warlock. The last few months in Cromarium, she has basically been trying all the different delicacies and different foods from vendors and stuff that she can try, but none of them have stood up to the shrimp that she had at Calencia, I believe it was. But she's been doing that and meeting with some of the maybe traveling merchants or whatever that come through the area and buying them drinks to hear maybe some tales if any of them have come through the fields of Val, because that is actually where Brighild is from. Her family is from the upper reaches of the fields of Val, so she's kind of looking forward to going into the wasteland and knowing that's going to be closer to her home area somewhat. But that's pretty much all she's been doing, and most of her money's been spent on food and drink, and uh, she's been trying to get to know and speak to Panesta more about this new member, Vin, and trying to ease herself more into with him, welcoming him to the group. Maybe that they can have some cohesion, all of them now. But that is Brickhill the Imposing, the Warlock. Does the scream sound like, someone in distress as far as like they're being attacked, or is it just more of a, you know, Brickhill will look over towards Panesta and go, maybe you and I should go forward first and see what is visible to us. The other one is wearing too much heavy armor to be quiet as we can.
Yes, we must see. Maybe there's some way we can help.
Yes, if it is actually someone in actual distress, we can call for Oltan to come forward.
Agreed.
I mean, Vin looks like he's definitely ready to go, especially since he's probably heard this scream before. It's probably just kind of like his soldier instincts kicking in, getting ready to go. But if, like, I'm assuming, like, Brig would stop him or whatever and be like, maybe it'd be best for us to go forward first.
Yeah.
So
he'd
if
stop
that's
you.
the case, then, like, yeah, he'll stop to, like, collect himself and kind of, like, sit down. He probably, like, is shaking a little bit as he like reaches down into like his pouch and pulls out his flask.
Brigfield looks at him and goes, "It's okay, soldier boy. If there's something up there, I'll save one for you."
Yeah, appreciate it. Then says,
Yeah, so I'm gonna do what they tell me. I'm gonna stay back with our stuff, and if they call, I will come a running.
Does it appear to be more bedrolls than two? I mean, for more than.
Well, shall we see what's happening here?
Let me step forth, Panesta. You stay hid for just a moment and let's see what their reaction is. If they try to do something to me, then you can maybe surprise them.
I'll boomerang him.
That will work every time. And Bricchio is just going to step out into the firelight of the camp, and she's going to go. She's going to yell at the guy and go, "What seems to be the distress here that you are calling in all of the wolves from the fields of Val?" Where are the spiders that bit him? Are they still here? Was your camp set here before you went to that area? Or you traveled there and then come back to your camp, or you fled the area and then made camp here? keep your hands to where I can see them. I do not know if you have any magics you can cast, like some can, but I have friends that are watching you and your friend just in case. So just be prepared. I can call for a friend of mine that maybe can help yours. I'm not for sure, but he may try if you would like. Brighill will let out like a large like whistle that maybe Old Tam would know that's probably safe to come on forward them and then. And then
Yeah.
she's of course going to leave, Panesta's decision if she wants to stay still hidden or not. Because she knows Panesta would know best what to do at this point.
I'll keep an eye out.
So when I hear the whistle, I would just kind of reach forward and pat Ben on the chest, and without words, and just say, do my head like that, and then start walking over toward the where I heard Brighill whistle from.
Yeah. No, there's nothing you can do to help him.
She's sensitive today. Oh my god! All I'll say about that is get the get the Samuel L. Jackson thing for it. You'll not regret it. Um, anyway, so I walk up and I'll kneel down, and is it obvious to me that, like, I'm assuming I'm going to get the whole story about the spiders. Um, so he's going his the bites are going necrotic. So um, would I be able to tell? I mean, I'm not a medicinal healer per se, but as a cleric, I'm assuming a cleric of a nature god, I would know. Can I tell that this poison's pretty much going to take him, or does he have a chance of fighting his way through it? Yeah, yeah. I don't have any of it. So, um, too late for that. So I would inspect the bite wounds, and I look up at the man. The man who's helping him, he's the one with the Lanakwa pendant, right? So I would just kind of reach forward and put my hand on his shoulder, and I'll say, my friend, while I am a healer, I have not been blessed with the power to remove poisons, and his bites are days old. There could have been some herbs or something that he could have been given had they been given to him immediately, but with the days that have passed on, I'm afraid that the poison is going to take your friend, and there's nothing I can do to stop it, and I am very, very sorry for that. If I wish there was something I could do. Hmm. Well, the man who sacrifices himself, his life to save a stranger, is indeed the greatest of friends. Um, and so you will ever be bonded to his memory. Um, you said he told you a sanctuary to the north. You say. Hmm. Well, I wonder why he would seek the ruined manor that could be crawling with picks. They are known to be an unpleasant lot.
Yeah,
Oh, he was. I'm sorry. I missed that part. My apologies. Retcon alert. Retcon alert. Retcon alert. Um, oh, okay. So did he happen to? Well, obviously, I would have never said that. Obviously, I would have never said that if I hadn't missed that. So, did the man? Right. Did the man happen to mention if the place had a name?
Brickhild hears that name and she looks at the man and she goes, "You said Kragoff. What what do you know of? Do you know anything about that name?"
Yeah, Pinesta will come out of the trees at hearing the name.
Yeah, and Bricchio is going to ask the cleric which part of the bedroll and belongings belong to the pick, because she wants to search through them to see if she can find any papers or anything that would mention that Kragoth.
I'm gonna again, pat the man on the shoulder and say, this area that we're in right now is pretty like, I mean, it's we're out in the wilderness, but it feels like a pretty just random, like it's like a safe place. It's nothing that would, we're not in like what we would consider to be a dangerous area, correct? Well, just this general area that we're in. I mean, it was several miles. Okay, but that's normal for Hyboria is what I'm getting at. Okay, okay, okay. All right. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my hand on the guy's shoulder again, and I'll say, um, this man sacrificed himself to save your life. The least, I think, the least that is owed to him is that you lay him to rest. This place is wild and away from everything. It seems a fitting place for a Pict. Would you agree? Okay.
That is the ideal I have also. We will not accept payment for this, but this man saved your life. It is the least we can do is maybe return him and his belongings to his tribe. If it is not too far, we will try to find this manor, but you do not owe us for it, or at least not me.
Ah, very well. All right. Go ahead and we have mules just over there. Go ahead and let us take him and allow my friends and I to speak, if you would. No, you said that the pick was not very. You said the pick was not very big, correct? Okay. I'm not asking anybody to leave. I'm asking the guy to carry the pick over to where our mules are, so that, right, so that we can all speak to each other without him listening for a moment. We'll follow behind him. No, I'm not asking him to leave. I'm asking him to walk ahead of us so that we can talk. I can sit there and look right at him while he's walking. I mean, he doesn't have to like take off a mile down the road in order for us to be able to talk to each other. Yeah. So as he's walking, I'll look over at Brighild and also Panesta and whatnot, and I'll say, forgive me, I couldn't help but notice that when the man began to speak of this Kragoth place, that Brighild, you took particular interest, and Panesta, you came out of hiding. When I was in Cremarium, I heard some rumors about a place of that very name, and I have the distinct feeling that I'm not the only one.
Well, there is a man I spoke to that asked that knew we were coming out this way if we found any information on that family and what happened to them, that he would pay us money for it. So, yes, the name did pique my interest.
Yes, mine too. I've been challenged by a dog of a bard to try to recite the tale of the lost Kragoth family.
Interesting. I don't know if any of you had noticed, as we've been staying in Cremarium, have any of you noticed the sounds of thunder coming out of the north a couple of times a week? I don't know if they would have heard that or not.
Well, yes, we did know. I noticed anyway.
Yeah, thunder to the north and no storm comes, and my temple has taken an interest, and they say that it comes from a place once settled by a famous man named Kragoth, and my temple has offered to pay a handsome sum to discover the source of the thunder, which appears to be coming from the same place. And now it makes me wonder if perhaps the Picts are either involved or something. But one of the priests had confided in me that there was a family from Swampgate that had ties to the region, and that one of their own had apparently buried his daughter in the hills generations ago and was never seen again. So this place seems to carry with it a stigma of possibly of darkness. The church has offered to pay, or has been offered $1,000, a thousand gold to discover the source. And of course, the temple has said that we may keep it. That should we find out what's going on. Of course, I'll have to make an appropriate tithe to the temple. But aside from that, it seems we've all been tasked or challenged with something here at the same place, except for, and then I look over toward Vin and say, I don't know if Vin has heard anything or not, but three of us have been tasked with a challenge or a quest involving this place. It seems an awfully lot like fate to me, if you ask. And
yes,
then
Vin,
I would
do
look over.
tell. Or do not tell.
The only thing I've heard is that there supposedly is a shelter here. They say that it can be found by those who truly need it.
Well,
But I'm interested more in the dogmen. I said I'd bring back the head of their leader, and that's what I plan to do.
Well, if we encounter Dogman, we might be able to find the shelter because we'll truly need it, right? We'll be in peril.
Yeah, if you
Mind
mentioned the
Or if we encounter dogmen, they'll truly need it, and we can follow them back to it.
if you mentioned the dog, oh, actually no, you're not near the guy, right? Near the guy. Right?
Well, he's up ahead of us. The whole point was
Okay,
that we
yeah,
could
yeah, okay.
approach quietly. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, okay.
Well, then it sounds. Are we in agreement then?
Oh yes, I will not let this man get the best of me. We have to go to the manor.
Well, that sounds like as good a reason as any, to be honest.
And bringing back the body of his pick should warrant us some favor with his tribe, I would think. We should not have to deal with them. You know, they can be unruly themselves at times.
Do not like men to get the better of you, Panesta?
No.
Picks can be a terrible enemy indeed.
You'll
However,
learn that. Yeah.
go ahead,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'll
Go
say
ahead,
picks can be a terrible enemy indeed, but they can also be a terrible ally as well. So. All right,
You
well,
see,
then-
you hear this like kind of skinny priest going, trying to lift the picked body up onto a mule.
Oh, we can help him.
I'll go help him at this point and say, sorry about that. We had some matters to discuss. And I help him heave it up onto the thing.
I'd like to ask him a question.
Yeah, he like
He's a
plops
priest
down
of-
on the ground. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll sit next to him.
He's got to
Let's see.
work for it.
Lunach was a moon goddess, right? So
Yes.
have you ever heard of the time when the twin full moons shine down upon the marsh?
Sure, that would be. Let me look at my Hyperborean calendar. Full moon. I think I actually just passed.
Twin full moons.
Yeah, both of them. Yeah, the 18th of the 18th day of the 7th month of the 8th year that happened, which was just about a little less than 3 weeks ago, and
Okay.
it will happen again. It happens every like 96 days or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the 25th day of the 10th month, it will happen again.
All right. I just couldn't remember my lunar calendar, you know.
Oh, I understand. It's a great time of celebration when both the moons are full. When both Selena and Phobos. Selene and Phobos, not Selena. Selena was a singer that I used to
Yes.
love in Cromarium.
I think I've heard of her. Probably
Yes.
watched her perform.
Yes, she was quite a performer.
Brighild is going to look towards Vian and Altan and go, this man seems to be exhausted. I guess it would be best to camp out at his camp. He did have a decent fire going, and let the man rest before we start off. And
So we made him bring the guy to our camp so that we could go back to his camp.
He looks around
Sorry.
and gets up and starts walking back to the camp.
oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know we had a camp. I thought we were
No,
just
no, no.
traveling through.
You hadn't actually set your camp up yet. You just started to set it up. So yeah.
Hey, everybody's got to earn their way.
It just rushed made the guy walk all the way over here just to walk. It's that you guys could just walk. Well, you guys could have walked away from him. That's why I said that before. I'm like, you're making him go away. You could just walk over there. You got to get your stuff anyways.
Well, this way we talked, and at the same time we got it's all about time efficiency, Daniel.
no, I
we got the
understand.
guy back to.
You're bullying the poor guy. Yeah, so he's all exhausted, having dragged this guy for 3 days, and he says, "Yes, of course. Join me at my camp." He gets up and starts walking back. Yeah, no, you guys had like literally just started setting up, so like you didn't have a fire or anything. You could just get to mules and come back. Yeah, and you could do that. Where he set up is pretty good. You know, it's all craggy, so like he found a spot that has a break from the wind, and basically, you know, he's got a pretty decent fire going. Probably bigger than you normally would do, because he's obviously was by himself in a lot of ways, so he was maybe more frightened. So he drinks from his wineskin, and if you don't have anything else for him, he pretty much almost immediately passes out because obviously, truly, he's exhausted. And it's that time of night where it's starting to get dark. Anyways, and as I said, you can see that there's a trail where he clearly came from. Yep, go ahead.
Just like before the man passes out,
Yep.
then I have a gill of whiskey,
Okay.
and then would offer him a drink since he's been through a lot.
Okay. He takes it and is very appreciative of it. And he says, "It's a blessing that you found me here. It seems that the goddess is with me, for I have been saved twice in no more than a week. At first I thought maybe all that treasure that my group was carrying was a sign of greed and that caused the attack. Well, the spiders have that now, I guess." And then he sips the drink and he lays down. You're probably going to want to do guard shifts here because it is very, very dangerous in the wastelands. So, is there anything else you guys want to do? Or?
No, I think that sounds good. I think I'll be nice since everyone feels like I bullied the poor guy. We'll let him sleep. We'll let him sleep through the night.
Oh,
Him and the mule handler.
Yeah, he
They're
would
working
be
hard.
very useful. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So so there's 4 of you. So just do 4 watches, I guess. Everybody can roll a d10. Well, actually, if you don't have a particular order you want to go in, then I'm just going to go from Brighild, Panesta, Vin, then Oltan, because that's the order you are on my screen. Unless somebody does not want to go in that order.
Oh, that's fine. I'll just have breakfast ready, provided I don't get eaten.
Nice. All right, everybody roll a d10 for me. Let's see if you guys get eaten.
An 8.
Oh, nice. How about Panesta?
I rolled a 1.
Oh, fantastic.
I got a 5.
I also rolled a 1.
You may not live long enough to get your roll there, Oltan. Hold on.
Oh. Well,
Let's see.
Ben rolled a 1 too.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I mean, you're only going to have 1 encounter in the night. That's
Okay.
I mean, even that I could do that. That seems a bit. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, so Panesta's on duty. Let's see if you were surprised by this. Probably
Giant badger.
No, not at all. You actually hear like flapping you're kind of near trees. You're not super near them, but you're kind of near trees. You're in like an area where it's like up kind of a bit of a cliffy area, and you're kind of up against it, and then kind of on one side of you is this like treed area. So you're like 2/3, if not 3/4, like surrounded by like basically the wind block, and then you've got the trail that goes off the other way. You hear some movement, like some wing flappy sounds, like pretty large, and then you hear some branches in the trees go. And as you kind of look up there, you can see just reflections, in the wetness of the eyes of these creatures that are up in the trees, because they do not surprise you. Although there's about 8 of them, and they are large, and they are looking hungry. So you're not surprised, neither are they. I'm going to just say, we're just going to jump into this. They're going to attack you, but everybody else is asleep, of course. That's what we'll deal with that in a second. So go ahead, let me know what you want to do, Panesta, and then we'll roll initiative.
Well, I want to wake everybody up. I want to yell.
Okay.
Danger!
Okay. Cool. All right. Roll initiative for me, D6.
D6. 5.
All right, awesome, yeah. You do that, you're like, danger! And people start to wake up. I guess you guys will wake up if she's yelling. And when you yell, they kind of like they get up in the air. And they're like, they start circling around. They're like, and these, you can see them in the firelight. I don't think you've encountered these before. They're like big bird-like creatures with long, pointy noses and big bat-like wings. They almost look like giant mosquitoes. And they are circling around in the air. They do not attack the first round. So, yeah, you guys wake up. you look around. I mean, you're not probably sleeping in your armor and stuff, or nor do you have arms next to you. So I'm assuming the first round everybody's going to kind of arm themselves in some way. But if there's something you'd rather do than that, let me know. What does Brickhild want to do?
Yeah, she'll grab, knowing that she doesn't have time to put her armor on, she's just going to grab her shield and spear then.
Okay. What's Panesta going to do this round as you see your group getting up?
Ready the boomerang.
Okay, so you're going to boomerang them. How about Ven? You awaken to a shout.
Ready my short bow.
Again, grab bow. Okay, perfect. And Ultan? Ultan, Rush?
You're muted, Rush.
He's still
Sorry.
sleeping.
I was muted. I didn't know it. I'm
You
going to
ran.
immediately grab my mace and ready myself.
Ah, okay, perfect. The priest does awaken, and he crawls under the mules. He's like, no, not again.
Couldn't come after that treasure.
Yeah, go ahead and roll initiative there, Nikki.
Okay. 6.
Oh, perfect. Okay, you guys can go. I guess there's no spells, and then I mean they're up in the air. You're not going to melee them yet, so I guess you're the only one really going to be able to attack this round, anyways. So go ahead and throw your boomerang.
I think that Ven
I
had
have a
bow
short
ready.
bow. Yeah,
Yeah, but you got to get it. It will be phase 2.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, because you got to get it the first round.
All right. Oh, that is 19, which is -2 arm
yeah,
class. So 2. 5 points of damage.
All right. Well, it's just enough. Yeah, you whoosh, boomerang comes up, whack one of these things, and it like, and it slams on the ground, and you see it kind of like squirming a little bit, and then it kind of stops moving, and some blood's dripping out of the side of its head. This kind of black, gross blood. And the other ones are still going to swarm. They're still flying around. They're not going to actually attack yet. So Ven, you can go. But since it's phase 2, you'll just get one shot.
A miss.
Okay. Yeah, so you shoot an arrow up in the air. I mean, they're flying around. It's dark. You just woke up. What could be expected? Yeah, coming into the next round. What's Brigild's plan?
She's got her shield and her spear. She's going to set her spear against charge, saying these are flying creatures in case one of them flies towards her.
Okay, fair enough. Panesta?
I'll throw the boomerang again.
All right. Ven?
I have my short bow ready.
Okay, so you're going to shoot. And Altan, you're going to stand by still with the mace? Or
Yeah, they're still out of reach, right?
Yeah, right now they're flying up in the air.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna try and take up guard. I'm gonna try and guard the I'm trying to take up guard near the dude and the mule handler so that the others are more effective fighters, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Russia's been in enough games to know that I'll go after those. Go ahead, Nick, roll initiative.
I'm doing what I would do, man.
No, I know. You're good. Smart. What?
6 again.
All right, you go first. So they are actually, I mean, they're going to come down, but they'll do it on their turn. So before that happens, anybody with a missile will be able to go. So Panesta with the boomerang.
All right. So that hits AC 1.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay. For 3 points.
No, that's enough too. Okay, yeah. So you get another one with the boomerang, and it falls out of the sky. Ven.
I love my boomerang.
Okay. I can't remember. I don't get any extra pluses depending on how close they are. Do I?
Yeah. If you are in short range, it is. I think it's 0. Right. There's no different. There's a penalty at distance.
Okay.
Yeah, you're in short range though. So.
All right. Cool. Okay. So, my first shot does not hit.
Okay.
My second shot though is a nat 20.
Oh, excellent. Roll a d6 there for the crit.
3.
Okay, and you're a fighter, so that's double damage. So go. You could either, choose before you roll clearly, but either one die doubled or roll 2 dice, depending on which one you care. What would that do?
I'll roll 2 dice.
Okay, go for it.
And then I still add my bonus damage to that, right?
What bonus?
I get a +1 bonus damage because of it's my master. I have a master weapon in bow.
Oh, you're a master? Yeah, you would add that after, exactly.
Okay. So 7 damage total.
Nice. Oh yeah, yeah. That arrow it goes completely through the creature, and then the creature just kind of like splits on the ground. Well, they were going to come flying forward, but I think since you killed a third of them, I'm going to roll more off first. Oh, all right. They start to you tell they're getting ready to swoop down, but they just kind of go, and they go off into the woods, and they have left, and you have defeated them, or scared them off for the most part, anyways.
How many are on the ground? 3?
3. Yep.
Brickhill is going to look towards Van and go, will you help me drag these bodies away from our camp, because there may be predators that will smell them the rest of the night and try to come up.
Oh yeah.
Then nods. And he's also going to look over, see if they look like they're any good for eating.
I don't.
He has a
Yeah, you're a
background.
trapper, right? Yeah, go ahead and roll a d6. We'll call it a challenging, because you've never seen anything like it before.
I got a 3.
Oh, that's enough. Yeah, you look at it, you think that probably they are not going to have a lot of meat. Like in a desperate situation, you could probably put it like that, kind of like a rabbit. Like you'd probably die if you only ate them. So if you're not desperate, you probably don't want to eat them. And they probably don't.
Fair enough.
Yeah. They're lean.
Right,
they're they're almost like insects basically, but they're very, very lean.
Okay. All right. So yeah, Vin will just help drag them away. Then he won't say anything about eating them.
Okay. Yeah, you actually feel when you pick up stuff, they're actually pretty light for their size. And you kind of you throw them down and you can hear them crack, and it's almost like they're hollow. Probably because they were going to fill up with something. I don't know what that something might have been, but who knows? Yeah, you guys get back. The priest is looking like he's very pale currently, but he looks, he drinks a little more of his wine and crawls back into his sleeping thing, and you can hear him mumbling prayers as you settle back in, and the rest of the night passes without incident. So yeah, it's long after the sun actually starts to come up, because of course there's only a few hours of. I'll give you the breakdown. It gets dark at 9:45 p.m. and it gets bright at 2. Well, the sun sets at 9:45 and it rises at 2:25. So days are getting shorter. But you probably don't start moving at 2:25 in the morning. So probably for the last, maybe even the last 2 watches, it's not dark out, and you start to put together your camp in the morning. Of course, you got the dead body of the guy who, we didn't say it, but I'll assume that maybe you wrapped him up in some of the wolf skins or whatever that you had, so he's not just hanging out with all kinds of grossness dripping out of him on your mule. We probably put him on the ground, I'm guessing. In any case, you can eat breakfast and stuff, and you can see that, as I mentioned on the map, that there's a pretty well-made path, well-hewn path, and you can actually see recent traffic on it, because this is where the priest came from, that's heading off to the kind of the east/northeast. He says that's where he came from, and that if you were to follow that path back far enough to the east, you would eventually encounter the spiders. But they're some, 10, 12 miles away, maybe. As far as he can remember. Also, he is, in fact, a priest of Lunaqua. Someday I'll get the gods' names right. Lunaqua, I got it. Yeah, he's a priest of Lunaqua, which means that he is praying and he will have some spells.
So I would look at him and say, well, obviously we do not wish to walk back to where you encountered these deadly spiders. Do did the man before he passed? Was he able to tell you where this trail would broke off to the north to go to this place you were trying to take him?
He did not. He just kept saying to the north. He said sanctuary to the north.
Do we know from our rumor mill that we all got if there was supposed to be a path or a road that led?
No,
we don't know.
Not unless I told you.
I've only heard that it is in the northern hills.
Yes.
Yes, I've only heard that the other bard, and I'm air quoting him, went north towards Brigand's Bay.
Perhaps we should follow the trail for a couple of miles and see if we can spot a path to the north, rather than just traipsing off directly through the hills. I don't know what you all think. I kind of look toward Vin, since he's probably he's the trapper type, so he's probably used to being out on these roads.
Yeah, I can lead us. Sure.
It's just a suggestion. I can't think of it's one of two choices. So either blindly through the hills, or we try the trail for a short way, a few miles.
Might not be a bad idea. Just try the trail first. See if it doesn't go north. We'll just change it up.
But I also agree maybe Vin should go out just a little bit ahead, and he would have the best skills. Maybe if these beastmen are smart enough to set up some type of traps or something, then
Yep. I don't mind going ahead a little bit. Make sure you look after Sam and the mules.
Don't worry, I have a great history with henchmen.
Sam's my cousin, so I want to bring her back alive.
I'll do my best.
Yeah. So, what was the plan? You're going to take the path back, or you're going to just trudge straight to the hills?
Now, I think we're gonna walk the path for at least a couple of miles.
Okay.
Maybe halfway to where the spiders are supposed to be, and see if we see a trail, and then we can decide again.
Yeah, for sure. Just mechanically, not that it matters, but just you'll move way faster, of course, on the trail.
Yeah.
On the trail, you basically move your normal movement for the most part. If you're going on over the hills, you're moving at like a quarter of your speed, basically. So
Yeah.
you'll make a lot more of ground on the trail. All right, yeah. So you start taking the trail. So let's reveal some trail. It doesn't take long. Before you encounter, I was going to do this to make it easier for myself. It doesn't take long, like it's a couple miles max. You actually encounter, and you can see that it goes up, but you encounter a break on the trail that goes north. This trail that's going to the north is definitely not as well used as the one that you're on. The one that you're on that continues to the east, kind of southeast, the priest will tell you, Vril will tell you that that's where he came from. And you can see he's a little nervous.
The trail that's going like up, like is that true north, or is that just
no? True north is just straight up.
Okay.
True north is hold on, let me see. I think there's a little. Actually, no. True north is it's going pretty. Here, on the right hand side of the thing, I'll reveal the directional. I mean, not that you would know that necessarily, but I will because I'm a nice person. Unless I'm not going to make you roll for that because that's your tracker. North is kind of that way. So yeah, it's going more or less north.
All right, and I was kicking the dog out of the room. You said that the trail that the guy came from that made him nervous was the one that's going off to the right.
That's correct. Basically southeast.
Okay.
that's where the ambush happened, right?
Right.
That's what he says. Yeah, he says down there. You know, it's several miles. They were
Spider
ambushed.
Cat.
Yeah, the spiders took the his group and all their belongings. They had mules and stuff too. Like they basically took the whole group.
Brickhill is going to look towards him and say, you may have said before, and we had so much going, but what did you say exactly you and your group were doing out here?
We were seeking our fortunes.
Oh, it's unusual for a priest, though, isn't it?
Well,
I kind of look at Brickhill for a moment.
I was thinking the same thing.
well, we all contribute to the religion in our own ways, and I thought that entering into these wastelands and opening up the area for civilization and helping this group of good people with what magic I could provide and healing and such would be my path. But perhaps I'm not cut out for this, and I will maybe just join a mission.
Well, maybe your God will continue to keep you safe and return you back to Cromorium or wherever, but it does seem your heart is too good to be out here, I would say.
Yes, well, I don't know about that. I think all who travel in the wastelands have strong hearts, and maybe mine is not strong enough.
Yeah. When you get back to town, have a few drinks. You'll be fine. You'll be ready to go again. And then we'll continue to the north.
Okay, so you're going to follow the breakaway path? Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
North, yep.
So are we taking the body?
Yeah,
That's
my
on the
understanding
mules.
is that's my understanding that you're bringing the body with you.
Oh, okay. I thought that he was going to go all the way with us, but that's cool.
Well, no. Are you saying the body and not the guy? Oh, no, the priest is coming with you.
Okay.
Yeah, he's coming too. You got the priest and the body.
Okay. Sorry.
Is that what you're asking? Yeah, he's
Yeah.
not leaving. He's
Well,
not leaving unless you kick him out. He doesn't.
I've got other conversation that's kind of screwing me up. So
Okay.
the conversation that I was just hearing made it sound like he was heading back to town, but obviously that's not correct. I really am listening.
No. I believe you. No. Yeah. I mean, no. Basically, I think what Virgil was saying was when he eventually gets back to civilization, but he can't
Gotcha.
go by himself. He's not going to go by himself. He does. He'll probably die. I mean, unless you abandon him, then he'll have no choice.
No. I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
need coffee.
No, it's okay. Yeah. So he's sticking with you as long as you'll have him until you get someplace. I mean, first of all, he wants to return this body. He feels like it's his mission. Whatever happens after that, I mean, I guess you can figure it out.
Bring me some coffee too.
Okay. That's good. Have some coffee. So you start to head north, or you're following this trail, and you can see that it breaks off, blah, blah, blah. You follow it. It's kind of winding through the hills, as trails do. And you're just gonna continue to follow the trail unless it breaks off, right? I'm not gonna do it a little bit at a time.
It still seems to be like the road less traveled. I mean, it's not as much traffic
That's
on
correct.
here.
That's right. It's clearly a trail, but not one that's been traveled very often. And eventually, you arrive, or you see in front of you. Let me just see if there's any attacks before then. Oh, okay. Hold on. You see in front of you an encampment. Well, it looks like an encampment anyways. It looks quite deserted and old. Let me give you the description. You can see that there's 6 wood and fur tents here. They're basically broken apart, like they're smashed essentially and fallen on. You can see that there are also bones that appear to be men scattered about. And you see a few like large fur pieces, like almost like they'd either be huge blankets or possibly they laid them out so multiple people could lay on them, or possibly they could be used for a tent, or maybe they were let out to dry. They look like they're they look like it's from a mammoth, like a large mammoth pelt. So perhaps it was a larger tent that got collapsed. It's hard to say from this distance. I'm assuming you're a distance off. So you see basically a few kind of small tents that look like they were made of like various pelts. They're collapsed. And you see this large mammoth fur kind of smooshed down in the middle. You see some bones scattered around, like basically skeletons. Yeah, that's all you can really see from a distance, anyways.
Would any of us know by just looking at this? Maybe Van would, or one of us would know. Maybe this was a pit encampment, just by the description of what the how it's built.
Yeah, that's something you might know. You could, Ven probably might. I'll make that a 3 and 6 chance.
Okay. No, I got a 6.
Okay, yeah, you don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, I guess anybody. Well, actually, I'll give Panesta 3 and 6 too. And the other two of you guys can have a 1 and 6. This is always a chance you might know. I mean, who knows?
Never know.
Nope, I had a 6 also.
Yeah, a 6.
Oh my god. Full 10? Would you like to roll a d6 to see if you?
Get a new dice.
6.
I got a 4.
6.
No, yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, lots of people camp out here. You know.
You said there's lots of animal hides and bones around, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to approach the camp, sure, you can.
Let me.
Then we'll go ahead and begin to approach. He wants to see if these look like they are like, good hunters, like expert kind of hunters, or do they look, like being a hunter himself? I'm sure he would know what the marks of a skilled hunter, like where the hits are, and maybe how the bones are like, cut off and stuff.
Okay, roll d4.
Okay. I rolled a 4.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, this doesn't particularly. I mean, as you're approaching it, they don't look like that. I mean, the bones are humans. They're human bones, so they look like they were probably. They weren't like. I mean, maybe something on humans. And on that note, that was like the perfect segue. Oh, you're not surprised though. And of course, they're not surprised because they're waiting for you. You hear and you smell. Ugh, terrible, rotten smell. And stepping out from the rock line, like they have dark molded skin that kind of looks like dirt and mud. They stand up almost 7 foot tall, skinny bodies that look like they've got warts and pustules popping on them, long fingers with claws, a nose that stretches out, teeth that are pointy and jagged, and they look at you and they growl. And these things are about to come at you. So let's see. What does Brighill want to do when you see these things? They're making
Do any of us know exactly what they are? I mean,
maybe. Yeah, I'll give a 2 and 6 chance for everybody. We'll say 4 and 6 for Panesta Part. We'll make that kind of a standard thing.
oh, I rolled a 1.
Oh yeah, you know what it is.
I also rolled a 1.
3 of us rolled 1.
Fantastic. After 3 people rolled 6 last time. These are the most fearsome of all creatures that you could encounter. Terrible are they? For they are
Trolls.
That's right. These are trolls, and there are 4 of them, and they are surrounding you. Well, they're around you.
Yeah.
They're about 45 feet away. Well, 50 feet away. What would you like to do, Brighild?
She's gonna set her spear, in case when they charge them before that they could, she's gonna set her spear and set up against one of them.
Yeah, I mean, you would know that 4 trolls is a hell of a thing. Panesta.
What's the weather like?
Oh, that's a good
Is it
question.
cloudy?
What is the weather like? Hold on, let me check because I forgot to roll weather for this one. The one time you asked me is the time I didn't do it. Go ahead and roll percentile for me.
Okay.
Monsoon.
I got 9.
It is clear.
clear. Okay, never
Yep.
mind.
And no, go ahead and roll d12 too. Might as well work all this out.
Okay.
I've got the charts now.
4.
And there's a light breeze. It's clear with a light breeze. What would you like to do?
Beautiful day.
I'm gonna cast a spell.
Okay. How about then?
Quick question: are these trolls like? Are they kind of like in a group, or
No.
like?
Nope, they're around you. They stood up. Basically, you guys went down into the camp to explore, and they were like hiding. Having picked clean the bones of the other humans that were there before.
Okay.
It's a
if
trap!
If they're kind of like up around us, then I'll go ahead and missile.
Okay, you got shoot an arrow. All right. How about Old 10?
All right, how many feet away did you say they were?
About 50 feet on average.
50. Okay, I'm gonna do a spell.
Okay. All right. Tony, I guess we'll have you do an initiative.
Oh, man. Put it on me.
That's right. It's on you.
Ooh, a 6.
Hey!
All right, they got a 4. All right, you go first. I mean, they're too far away. If you're going to hold until they come to you, that's fine. You'll still attack.
Yeah,
them
I'm gonna hold my spear charge.
Okay. How about Oh, there's nobody else doing a melee. Okay, so basically when they charge you, that your spear charge will happen first. So missile would be next. Go ahead and shoot your bow then.
Okay. Nope, I missed both times.
Oh, all right.
Right.
The bow expert was less effective this time.
Sure.
Roll d8 for me, Crystal.
5.
Okay. Podesta, what spell are you casting?
Mirror image.
Oh.
Nice. Roll d8 first.
D8.
Yep.
Where is it? Okay. 2.
Okay. Okay, so how many Podestas do we have now?
All right, I gotta roll my D4. We have 4. Well,
Ooh,
4
nice.
plus me, so 5.
So 5 Podestas. Ultan, spell. What are you doing?
All right. So with Ben having already shot, I'm going to walk over with a glowing hand, murmuring to myself, and I'm going to touch Brighild on her lovely shoulder.
Mhm.
And I'm going to cast Omen on her.
Nice.
So what that will do for you, Tony,
All right.
is when from you have, I think, 1 round if you use it. I didn't write it down. Sorry. Element Omen. The next time the recipient makes an attack roll or saving throw, you get to roll 3 times and select the best result.
Ooh,
wow.
man, okay.
That's very good. Okay. Roll d8 for me, Rush.
Yep. I rolled a 4.
Okay. Okay. And finally, Tony, roll d8 for me before you.
D8.
do.
I had a 5.
Okay. Oh, good. All right. This is the one going after you. Killed Ultan, Podesta, and Ben. Alrighty. Let's see. So the trolls charge forward, and of course, Brigid, you'll get to go first. So go ahead and make your. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Daniel. On the second phase, could I drop my bow and pull out my axe?
Yeah, you can. You won't be able to attack with it, obviously, this round, but you can do that, sure.
All right, so one of them's coming at me.
Yep.
All right. Let's see how good that omen helps me. Ooh, I'm glad it did, because 2 bad rolls and 1 good one. The
Very
best
nice.
one will hit armor class 1,
Oh, yeah, it hits.
There it is.
and that'll be 4 damage.
Nice. All right. Yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry, it'd be doubled, so it'd be 8. That's right, it's doubled on
Oh,
this
right. Yeah.
charge, so 8 damage.
Awesome. All right. Cool.
So we
yeah,
open up well.
you jam the
Yep,
spear
that
into
worked
it.
good.
And it it shrieks in anger as it attacks you. Oh, let's see. So it's got 2 claws and a bite. Ooh. 13, 11, and 12. Okay.
I'm AC 4. That gets
Yeah,
me.
okay, so all 3 are going to hit you. Ooh, that's not good.
Ooh.
Yeah, trolls are nothing to mess with. That's not bad, though. 6 points between the 3 attacks.
All right.
Yeah. So it, as it's like working its way up your spear, like cutting on, trying to rip into you. That's you guys have all gone.
What?
So, okay, so yeah.
What did you do to it, Altan? You made it matter.
Okay.
I think it's
So now
what you did to it.
It's another one on Panesta. Oh my god, the first natural 20.
Oh, come on.
Oh my
But
god.
which one of me is it attacking, though?
Oh, that's right. Right. How does that work again?
Oh, I have the spell right here. When the casters attack, the referee must assign a probability by which the mirror images each have an equal chance to be targeted.
That's right. Okay. So I don't have a D5.
And I've got
so I'll
4
just
of
roll.
them.
All right, so I'll just roll a D10. Would you like to be? What numbers would you like to be on the D10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, 10.
9, 10.
Okay.
Hate it when you do
All right. Boom. First one hits a mirror image.
Okay.
But it disappears then, right? Okay.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. So that was just 4 of you. So you want to be 1, 2,
Yep.
3, or 4.
And their AC is 9. The mirror
Well,
images.
I mean, I roll a 20.
Yeah.
1, 2,
Yeah.
3, or 4
Right.
for you.
3.
Okay. It's number 2. All right. Wow, that was a 20 and a 19. So that rips into 2 of them, and then it falls forward between the empty space because it rolled a natural 1 for the last one. All right. Yeah. Very good. Very
Like, hold up there, coachies.
Yeah.
He's like, hold on. All right. So,
No!
all right.
There's
So
a reason
then-
I cast that spell.
That's
Mr.
right.
National 20.
I know. Well, 5, 12. Okay, so against Ven, we've got those 2 are going to miss. What armor class do you, Ven? Sorry, I don't have it down.
4.
Okay, so it needs a 10 to hit you, so it only hit you once. Okay. I guess Brighill got the good one. Brighill got the good one. It does 1 point of damage. Holy crap!
Nice.
You can
And
see
I have a DR of 1, so I take no damage.
That's right. Yeah, so your armor deflects it. And finally, against Oltan. Oh, actually, there's a chance that. Well, this is fine. They're going after you right now. 11. Oh, 2 11s in a row, and a 10. Let's see. What's your AC?
Armor
There?
class 5.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit you. Oh wow, all 3 of them hit you. Whoosh.
Ouch.
Yeah, you're about to get trolled. And on the 7 points.
Ow.
Yeah. Yeah, they hit a lot. Luckily, they don't do that much damage, but it can add up quickly. That's for sure.
So what was it? One on each of us? Is that what happened?
Yeah, exactly. They charged you guys because you guys were the aggressors. Clearly, the the priest ducked under the the mule again. You can see he's praying, for more spells. Actually, what are his spells? He casts a fireball. No, you wish. No, he has cure spells.
Actually, not in close quarters. I don't wish.
Yeah, no, that's true. No, he's just right now. He just took healing spells because I didn't decide, so I'm just gonna always assume he'll take healing spells otherwise, which you're probably gonna need. But coming into the next round, what would you like to do, Brickhild?
She's going to use a spell via her spear on the one that's attacking her.
Okay, excellent. Panesta?
Spell.
Okay. And remember, if you get hit, you're going to have to make a check, right? Or you
Right.
might lose your spell. Everybody knows that, right? Don't you?
Yep.
Ven?
Magic item.
Okay. And Oltan?
2 seconds. I can't remember if this works on. Oh shit. These would definitely be considered monsters, wouldn't they?
This is definitely a monster. Yes.
Person's not going to work then.
I don't think whole person will work on a troll. No.
No, there's a whole person and a hold monster. So
Yeah,
I'm
I would
pretty
call
sure
this a monster for sure. Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to go melee.
Okay. All right, Tony, this is important because you got 2 spellcasters going. Roll initiative.
Oh, come on. Ooh, a 5.
All right, you got it. They rolled a 1. I was like, I rolled the d6 and my d10 popped up and it had a 10 on it. And I'm like, how did I roll a 10? And I was like, oh, no, that's my 10. No, the d6 was a 1. I was like, what? All right, cool. Melee goes first. Go ahead, go for it. Roll 10.
All right, so I rolled a 19 on the die.
Oh, yeah, that's going to hit. Their AC is only 5.
Oh, okay. And then I did 5 plus 1 for 6 points of damage. And I'm attacking the one that Brighild already skewered, since I'm literally standing right beside her when I cast the spell on her. So
okay, so you're gonna turn your back on the one that's on you and attack the one on Brighild?
Oh, well, I didn't realize I'd be turning my back on them.
Well, I mean, it's all a matter of speech.
Yeah. Well,
no, it's fine. You can take that one.
I'm focusing my attacks because I want to try and kill one quickly. So
no, it's fine. I'm being a wise ass.
Yeah.
You are right next to that one, so I will not. I will not give you too much of a hard time. A little bit of a hard time, but not too much. Yeah, because you guys are all kind of gathered around. Okay, so that's the only melee attack. Everybody else is doing a spell or a magic item. What's the magic item exactly?
That battle amulet you gave me last time, or that the witch gave me.
Oh, okay.
I activate it and it basically casts Bless.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so it's basically a spell. So that's fine. It'll all happen more or less simultaneously. If it was going to affect everybody else, I was going to let you go first. Brighild?
Yeah, she's going to see how aggressive this one is on her if it's turned on her. And she's going to, at the end of her spear, starts turning blue and white and glowing and popping electricity as she's shocking grasp on it.
Nice.
It will take, good, 10 points of damage.
Oh, nice. Wow, it is almost down. As we go to Pernesta's spell.
Pernesta's going to take out, it was actually the hilt of Uhtred's first sword that got dissolved in the slime.
Nice.
And she's going to cast Flame Blade. And you see the big flaming scimitar come out of this empty hilt.
That's pretty badass.
That is such great flavor.
Yeah. But it actually is Uhtred's sword, because I remember that happened.
I know.
Yeah. The spirit of Uhtred has returned. All right, excellent. Do you get attack when you first launch it, or no? I don't think so, right?
I don't think so. It doesn't say you do.
Yeah, it's not like as part of an attack. This isn't like a 5e thing where it's not like a bless on the blade, rather. It's more like you're casting.
Right.
It. Okay, cool. So now they're going to go. Unfortunately, none of them are dead yet, so they're all going to kind of try to rip into you still. Trolls are not easily scared, although they might be scared by that. All right, so against Brighild, we got a natural 1, so that's going to miss. A 2. Wow, okay. Oh, and an 18 though. All right, so that's gonna hit you. Yeah, so it shocks and it's throwing its hands around wildly and misses, but then it regains its composure a little bit and bites down, probably into your shoulder or whatever for 4 points of damage.
All right.
Let's see. The one who Ultan turned it. Well, actually, I'm just gonna go in order. Pernesta, this one will try to attack you. You're still mirror imaged, I know. Let's see. It only matters if it hits you, I guess. So 7. Oh, right, because it could hit that. What AC is it? 9?
Yeah.
Okay, so it only needs a 5 to AC 9. So that would hit. That could potentially hit a mirror image, or you. So I got to roll, I guess, to see which one. There's only 3 of you left, right?
Right.
Would you like to be 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, 6?
5, 6.
Okay. Oh, 4, and it hits it. So poof, that one's gone. There's only 2 left. Next attack. That would have been a good one to land on you, though. Ooh, a 4, which would miss any of them, so that's fine. And the bite is a 7, which could hit the mirror image. So high or low for you?
High.
Oh, it goes after the mirror image. See, those would have been good to go after you because it wouldn't hit you. Yeah, it's the last mirror image. It bites, and then it looks around and it's like, there's no person here. Because trolls aren't very smart, I guess. Maybe that's a bad stereotype. I'm sorry, trolls. Maybe you are smart. Ben, you cast your spell for the first time. And
Am I going to be able to hit during the second phase, or is that it?
you cannot cast a spell and attack. I do not believe.
Okay.
Yeah. So no. No. So that's it. Alton already went, so that's the end of that round. So coming into the next round, what is Brighild doing? You got one on you that's very hurt.
Yeah, she sees how hurt it is, so she's just going to natural, just a melee with her spear.
Okay. And how about Penesta?
Well, I'm going to use my fire sword.
Nice. Ven?
Axe attack, 2 hands.
Nice. And Olta?
Melee.
All right. Excellent. All right, 20.
Alrighty, here we go.
Ooh, they got a 5.
Oh, it failed me this time. I won.
All right, they got a 5 that time. They're going first. All right, you're going to have to get through one more round of troll abuse before you guys can. Against Brighild, 15, that's going to hit you. An 11, which I think also hits you. I'll check that one, though. And a 14. Let me just check the 11. You're AC 5, right? Yeah, it's
4,
AC
AC 4.
Okay, that is AC 3, so yep. 3 hits again. Oosh. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 points.
7 total, okay.
Yeah. Okay, that's against Brighild. Against Penesta, who no longer is mirrored.
Right.
Although you do have the flaming sword, so I'm actually going to give them a -2 on their attack because, you know, trolls are afraid of fire and all that. But it rolled a 19, so it's probably still going to hit you. But then it rolled a 4, which is going to miss. And then it rolled a 12, which would be a 10. Sorry, what's your AC? AC 4, does that hit you?
AC 4, yep. That hits.
All right, yeah, so you're going to hit twice.
Okay.
Yeah. 4 points and 4 points. 8 points total.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you've drawn your battle axe to fight, but the troll gets the upper hand on you and rolls a 16. A 12 and an 11. So the worst is an AC 3. So that hits you all around, right?
Yeah, I have AC 4.
Okay. So it's 3 different attacks, so you'll be able to reduce 3 from this total I'm going to give you. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you can subtract 3 from that because it's 3 separate attacks.
All right.
And Oltan. Wow. I don't think 7's going to hit you, but I'll check it. 12 and 13. You're AC 4, right? 5, AC 5, sorry. That takes a 9 to hit you, so it hits you twice. Okay. 3 and 2. 5 points.
I know I should have upgraded my armor.
Yes, that damage reduction can add up pretty quickly. Yeah, especially when you get multiple attack bad guys. It is now your turn though. So we have a couple people meleeing. So actually, almost everybody is meleeing, with the exception of the priest who's going to cast a spell, but he does that after you guys. So Brighild, go ahead.
Here, Brighild looks towards Altan and she goes, "Oh, I'm not doing too well. I'm not feeling well at all. I've got to try to get this one down." And she spears towards him. Ooh, a nat 20.
Oh, nice.
I'm not feeling good at all.
All right.
And I rolled a 4 on my D6 for
Oh, nice. Okay. So that's a double damage for a
Crit
fighter. Yep.
double
Double
damage.
damage.
Okay. Oh man, I rolled a 1 on my damage. So
Oh,
three, 6 damage, though. 3 times 2, 6.
Okay. 6. Okay. Yeah, it staggers back. And of course this is the third round, so it looks at you and it like you stab into it and you pull the spear out. It looks like it's going to fall down. And it stands up and you see that the wound starts to mend as it's regenerating. And Pernesta.
All right. I'm going to take a swing at the one that just hit me with my fire sword. Flame blade, I guess it's called. And I get a +2 with that on attack rolls. That's a 20, so that hits armor class -3.
Yeah, that hits. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good hit.
2 hands, plus 10 plus 2. 8 plus 2 is 10 points of damage.
Oh, wow.
With the
10
flaming
points.
sword.
With the flaming sword, yeah. Let me just check this. Does it take any extra damage from the flame? No, it does not. It just... No, as you probably know, it doesn't regenerate that damage. Okay, so 10 points?
10 points, yep.
Okay. Okay, yeah, it screeches as you cut into it with the fires of the... Well, who knows where you get your fires from around the bards, you know? Ben.
From the Black Gulf.
Yeah, from the Black Gulf.
Do these things have 1 hit die or less?
They absolutely do not.
God damn, that one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't decided if we're going to use unless you guys want to, the crit. I got the crit fail chart from the Kickstarter, but that's up to you guys if you want to use it. Although they would have crit failed twice already, so maybe it could work to your advantage. And finally, Oltan.
I know my choice. I love crit fail tables, but that's just me. So I rolled a 14, which hits armor class 3.
Nice.
Is that good enough?
And you hit the same one, right?
Okay. Yeah, and I rolled a 7 on the D8, which plus 1 gives me 8 points of damage.
Okay.
The one that started to mend.
Yeah, it starts to mend. You smack it, and it falls to the ground. So it's negative hit points right now. It's down. Let's quickly check this to see if there's a special rule on this. I think it just keeps healing. Nope, that's vampires. Even if they're killed, they'll regenerate. Okay, yeah. So they just keep on regenerating. It's not like a certain in some systems it's like they go down for a certain amount of time and they come back up. Nope, it just keeps on going at a normal rate. Okay, so that's all you guys. The priest is going to. I think it looks like Breakhill got nailed the most. You sent somebody behind you, and if he puts his hand on you, get a lot of people putting the hands on you. He crawls across the ground on his belly and grabs your ankle and casts Cure Light Wounds. Oh, it's a D8 plus 1, right?
Yes.
7. So you get healed for 8 points damage.
Nice.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. He says, "Moon Goddess, help us!" And he grabs your leg. You're like kicking him off. Come on.
He might be a coward, but he might be a coward, but he's a coward who's bringing his A game.
Yeah, he's got spells. Priests have good spells. So he heals you up for 8 points, and that is the end of that round. So currently there's one troll on the ground. You can see that it's where the skull's cracked is starting to mend, but it's definitely down currently. So what's everybody's plan? Of course, where the scorching flame is on the one that Prenesta hit is not regenerating. And actually, anybody who rolled to know what it was would know that, obviously, fire is a useful weapon. Breakhill, what's your plan?
She's not feeling well at all, until the priest comes across and grabs her ankle, and, it regenerates her a little bit. But she sees the one that Ultan, knocked smashed down, and knowing what she knows about him, she's going to, I guess, spin all around trying to retrieve a flask of oil from her backpack to burn it.
Okay, yeah. So you're gonna step back out of the melee and drop your pack on the ground and dig for some oil. Okay, Prenesta.
I'm just using my flame blade again.
Fair enough. Okay, that's very useful. Ven. I like a good flaming sword.
Melee with my axe.
Nice. And Ultan?
Well, I was going to do the same thing Brighild done. It's being fluent in Old Norse and being regaled in tales of the Vikings, of which trolls are rich in their history. But as soon as he sees her starting to go and do that, he instead steps across from her and tries to position himself between her and the other trolls and attempts to guard her while she sets this one on fire so she won't get interrupted. So in short, melee.
All right, nice. Okay. Right, but you're gonna be in position so that the creature will attack you as opposed to her if it attacks. That's very brave.
Yes.
All right. And of course the priest is, he's mumbling prayers as he kind of down on the ground. Go ahead and roll initiative there, Tony. 3.
4.
Oh, okay. All right, so you're digging for oil, and then everybody else is melee. So Pinesta.
Okay. There's still one right in front of me, right?
Oh yeah, the one you burned. He didn't run yet, but he's pissed.
That makes 2 of us. 16 hit armor class 1.
That hits.
Okay. 4 plus 2, so that's 5. 5 more points of damage with
Nice. Okay.
the fire.
The flaming sword. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh man, you gotta appreciate a good flaming sword. Didn't you have a flaming spear in one of the games, Tony? I think you had that. I think that was you.
I don't remember now.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. Yeah. It was actually original Ian's, and his character died, and then somebody took it. I thought it was you, but I could be wrong.
Oh.
He got it actually from killing a dragon. But anyways, that's a story for another day. Ben.
I'll attempt to hit this thing again. Oh my god, I might have finally hit it. Armor class 2.
Yep.
All right. Nice. So, 9 points of damage.
Oh wow, nice. Yeah. You cut into this thing. If I knew how to do math. Okay, there we go. Good. And Ulten. Did you want to just attack the one that might come close to Briggle? One's obviously going to move forward, so do you want to attack it just to make it easier, so I don't have to like go back and forth?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, the one that was basically on you before, that's right there, is going to now try to step forward.
Okay.
I get to attack this turn.
Oh, well then, attack again.
Yeah, you do that first.
And that one also will hit armor class -5.
-5.
Yeah.
No, misses.
And only 4 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm clearly gonna have to put
It's a
you guys against.
Draco troll, -5 AC.
Exactly. I think the high. I don't know this for sure, but I think the hardest thing to hit is actually the will-o'-the-wisp. I'm pretty sure that's got like a crazy negative number. Okay, so now I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ulten. Sorry, I just jumped over you, Crystal.
No, that's fine. I'd rather Crystal got her both her attack.
Yeah, makes sense.
I hit armor class 4 for
That
6
hits you.
For 6 points of damage total.
Nice. Yep, you cut into this thing, or crack into this thing, rather, with your holy mace. You whack him, and he staggers back. He's one of the bigger ones. The one Pinesta's fighting and this one are the 2 larger of the
oh boy,
the 4 trolls. You killed actually the smallest one to start with, which is fine. Why not? Okay, so there's 3. Okay, so this guy's actually going to regenerate, but he's still down. The priest is now going to heal Ven, because I think Ven looks like he's pretty hurt. I can't remember who's hurt the most, so I'm just randomly. The priest doesn't know. He's not very battle way. Oh, that's not bad. 6 plus 1, so 7. He's a good healer. You're healed for 7 hit points, Ben.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, it's me? Thank
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
you were healed 7.
Yeah, yeah. This priest is he's dodging.
Oh, that brings me back up to full.
Oh, there you
All
go.
right, yeah, nice.
All right. Okay, so maybe he should have healed for next time. I didn't know who was hurt the most, so I just randomly rolled. All right, so I mean, not like he would actually know.
These trolls
So
are
that's
like,
your-
oh shit. These trolls are like, oh shit, these humans are part troll.
Yeah, exactly, right? All right, that's you won initiative, right? So now they get to go. I regenerated that guy, and there's 3 of them left. One is on Ven, who just got healed, and he's like, yeah, and then the troll swings at you and misses. 18's going to hit you. And 1. Wow, that is the 4th natural 1 I've rolled today.
Keep on rolling, baby.
1 hit against Ven for 1 point, which is 0 because you're armor. Pinesta, you're a burnt up troll.
I don't think studded has a damage reduction, does it?
Nope.
No, it doesn't start till like the medium armors, I think.
Damn it.
It's the sacrifice. You get your bad movement and you drowned, but you get damage reduction.
I was like,
Ooh.
nope.
What's your AC again, Pinesta? I'm sorry.
Believe me, because I got
5.
studied too.
It's 5?
It's
Okay.
5 days.
Yeah, all right. They hit AC 4. side hits you, even with the minus that I'm giving him. 2 points of damage as the burning troll cuts into you and screams at you in his trolly language. I'm gonna eat your face, and the rest of you as well too, probably, depending on how hungry I am. You know, maybe I'll save some for later. And
Not very clever, are they?
Oh no! See, that's what you get for shit talking the troll there, Rush. They just rolled a natural 20 against you. Oh no!
Here we go.
That could be bad. Uh-oh.
See how
How
bad-
very clever are you? It literally eats your face.
I was just saying what I was going to do. Oh, double damage. Oosh. Okay. Hold on, let me roll the other two attacks first. This could not be good. Oh my god, a 19. Oh god. And a 4. That's a miss. Okay, so the first attack is going to be double damage. Ah! I pulled a Tony. I rolled a 1. So 2. And then 3. So the crit did less damage than the regular attack. So you take 5 points. And that's the end of that round. So currently there's one troll that's on the ground. You can see that his wounds are mending, but you know, he hasn't stood back up yet. And of course you have your oil out in your hand. So what does you want to do there, Overkill?
Well, Brighill being the complete doofus, looking at her deal, but she gets attack rate of 3-2 that I've not been doing, that I forgot about, looking at my cheat notes here. So she is going to burn them first, and then kind of, if she can, jump up with her spear and stab the one that's on Oltan.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to light the oil, that'll take your whole turn. If you just want to dump it on,
Oh, well, it takes both of the okay, yeah,
well,
I'll do
it's a
that.
dump
And
it.
I'll just yeah, that's fine. I'll dump that one and set that one on fire then.
Yeah, but
And next time, jump up to help Oltan.
Yeah, we'll give
I
you,
can hold him for one more round, I think, and then we can tag out.
Yeah, we'll give you your 2 attacks. Or, I mean, you could just throw the oil in the Penesta light him, but then she'll have to go off what she's doing. That's fine. Okay, how about Penesta?
I gotta attack the guy in front of me.
I mean, I have to
flaming
ask.
sword. I know.
Ven?
Melee.
I mean, I have a flaming sword. What should I do? I don't know. Oltan?
So I'm gonna stand melee. I'm gonna try and make it through this one more round till Brig can get in here.
Okay. You're looking
I got
bad.
enough.
All right.
They'd have to really hit me bad.
Yeah. Well,
I
don't
can
say
make
that. All right,
You make
Brinkfield. Roll some initiative. They got a 4.
Oh, wow, I had a 4 too.
Oh, what's your dex?
12.
Okay, you go first. So you dump the oil and
Yeah,
light
I'm
it up.
dumping and burning.
Okay, so he's up. Whoosh. Well, you can roll a d8.
6.
Oh wow. Okay. Oh yeah. It's not. Yeah. Okay. It's
Crispy.
yeah. You didn't realize how quickly it's like a marshmallow. Like it looks, it's all clean, and then well, actually, I guess trolls already look bumpy like a marshmallow, but you know how they go up in flames really quick. All right, maybe not a bad. Maybe that wasn't the perfect metaphor. Go ahead, Panessa.
All right.
You're actually doing very good against these trolls.
19. Oh, yeah, so -1. Yeah. Or -2. Oh, nice. 11 points of damage. 9
Wow.
plus 2 that time.
Holy crap! Okay.
Flame Blade functions at +2, 1d10 plus 2 if held in 2 hands.
God damn. That's very good. All right. Panissa's doing good with her flamey blade there. It's still up, but again, that was one of the toughest ones. Oltan's unfortunately fighting the toughest one. Ven.
All right, I got 1 attack this time.
Okay.
And yep, I should hit that -2.
Yep.
And 6 points of damage.
Okay, nice. This one is also very hurt. It has not started to heal yet, to regenerate yet, for as far as you can tell. And Olta.
All right. I am going to yeah. We're gonna try and Brickhild is able to jump in next melee turn, right?
Yep, should be
All
able
right.
to.
So we're going to go melee this last turn.
Let's do it.
Sorry, I had already stated that.
No, that's all right.
Oh shit. What's their armor class?
5.
I missed.
Okay.
First miss of the night. I was like,
Oh,
I barely missed, but I missed.
Yeah, it just steps back. Okay. And it's their turn now. Uh-oh, this could be bad for Altan. Let's see what happens. First against Ven. 2, that misses. 18 is going to hit you. And a 10, I think, misses you. I'm sorry, I need everybody's armor class again at some point. That hits AC 4. So that misses, right? No, that is your AC.
Yeah, that is my AC.
Okay, so you get hit twice. Oof. 6 points the first time. That's bad. Oh, but then 3. So that's not too bad. I mean, it's bad, but it's not as bad as it could be. So, and you also track 2 from that. So 6 and 3 is 9, so you'll take 7 total.
All right.
Oh, which is exactly what you were healed before, right? Lenaqua giveth, and Lenaqua take, and the troll taketh away. Okay, against Pinesta, the flaming troll. He's not too happy about you. Oh, misses though with a 9. He needs a 10 to hit you. Oh, that's a 10. That hits you. And that one misses. Hits you once.
Okay.
For 3 points.
Okay.
And finally, Oltan. The last stand of Oltan. Hopefully not. Oh my god, I threw my die off the table. There we go.
Don't roll any 20s. I should be okay.
Nope. Let's see. 9, which, again, I think that misses you. I think it needs a 10 to hit you.
Yes.
10 hits AC 4. Okay, so misses. 10 hits you just barely, and then another natural 1. Oh my god! All right, here we go.
Awesome.
2 points damage. Not too bad.
Told you. I got
right.
this, bro.
Yeah, you got it. All right. Yeah, that's the end of that round. So coming back into the next round. I'm just gonna let's finish this combat, I guess, before we take a break because I know it's 9, but just so we can get through this, if you guys are okay with that.
Yep.
Okay. What does Brickhill want to do?
Spell delivered via spear tip.
Okay. About Pinesta?
I've still got 2 more hits with my sword before it goes
Okay.
out. So,
Oh no, it goes out eventually.
well, it only lasts 5 rounds or
Yeah.
5,
Yeah,
things,
that's fine.
so.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Right?
2 attacks.
Okay. Oltan.
So Breakhill's casting the spell on her spear, which means she will not actually be able to attack with it, right?
She's going to attack with it, basically.
Oh, okay.
I'm guessing that means she's going to do a shocking grasp or whatever. Yeah.
Exactly. I got
Yeah.
one left, so I'm fixing to zap them.
I'm gonna try and. If I step back away from it, does it get a free attack?
No, not as long as Brighill's.
All right. So I'm gonna step back away from it and cast a spell.
Okay. All right, fair enough. So let's roll initiative, Tony.
5.
I got a 1.
Yay!
So we're gonna go melee first, which would be Pinesta, and then Ben.
All right. Oh gosh, that is good dice. 17 again, so +2, 19. So that'll hit it.
Nice.
The spirit of Uhtred compels you.
Exactly. For 8 points of damage.
Oh, okay. It's not dead yet. It's so close. And this is, I mean, even though you've been hitting it round after round, it is not healing. That's the flame is retarding its healing. Then.
Okay, I think this is the last turn I get my blast because it only lasts for 3 turns. Because you said it was like casting bless and bless last 3 turns.
Yep. It's just
but
like a
I'll get it for both of my attacks. So, first one will hit armor class -2. Second attack will hit armor class -1.
That hits.
And then for damage, the first one will do 4 points of damage.
Okay.
And the second one will do 3 points of damage.
Okay. It is still up, but barely. Okay. Then we'll come around to our spells. I'm just going to do Breakhill first since she's engaged.
Yep, she's going to look at Oltan and go, move away, you And then she shocking grass through her spear tip. Oh no, minimal damage. 1 + 4, so 5.
Okay. Well, 5's better
I'm
than
less
nothing.
than ahead.
Yep. All right. It gets zapped, and you know, this one's still pretty strong. The other two are very beat that are up, but this one's pretty strong still. Because you guys focus fire on the other one, took it out. Go ahead, Ultan, cast your spell.
So I'm casting heal moderate on myself because I'm almost dead.
Okay.
So, and I actually had a pretty good roll. So
Nice.
I am feeling a good bit better.
Feeling better. Okay, good. That's good. Yeah. It's a little meta, but the priest has one heal spell left, but he's holding on to it just in case Ultan goes down. He's like, can't let the other priest go down because then I'm all by myself. So he's not doing anything. He's hiding. And then we go to the trolls. Okay. All right, against Ben. A 2 misses. A 5 misses. Ooh, 17 hits. 3 points. You know, minus whatever you got. All right, against Pinesta. One of those dice. 5 misses. 15 hits. 11 hits. Oh no.
Okay.
And Pinesta hasn't got healed yet either. That priest doesn't like you, I guess.
I guess not.
Oh man. All right, 4 and 4, so 8 points.
Okay.
Whoosh. And finally, the last one's going to go after Brighild, who's now facing off against it with a 2 and a 2. Well, 2 2s in a row. And a 3. Wow.
Wow.
That's like your rolls. 2 2s and a 3. Okay, so how, like, are you like barely standing? I mean, don't tell me how many hit points clearly, but are you like super hurt? Nikki?
Who?
Benesta?
I'm pretty hurt. Yep.
Yeah, okay. All right, then the priest is. I'm gonna roll to see if he's a little meta, but he's not gonna let you die either. Or he's gonna try not to. And okay, so what are we gonna do this round? Breakhild.
I'm going to use my 2 spear attacks
Okay.
on the one that's in front of me in Ultan.
All right, how about Pinesta?
Well, I think you know at the sword.
Maybe you were gonna surprise me. I don't know. Ben.
All right. I got 1 attack.
All right, and Ultan. What's your plan?
Spell.
Bell. Okay, let's roll initiative there. Tuning. It got a 3.
4.
Oh, nice. Okay, so Melee first. Breakhild.
Yep, she's going to spin her spear around a couple times. All right, 2 19s, so I know they will hit.
Nice.
Ooh, one of them's max damage, 8, and minimal. That's funny. One of them's max, one of them's minimal. So 8 plus 3, so 11 total.
Nice. Okay. You're definitely whittling it down. I mean, it's not tremendously hurt, but you can see it's starting to show signs of being wounded. And this one also has not started healing yet. Pinesta.
All right. Armor class 4.
That hits.
Okay. For 10 points.
Oh, all right. You felled the troll. Your flaming blade cuts across it, and it shrivels into ash and falls to the ground.
And the blade glows out.
Wow.
Because that was 5 rounds, so.
That was the perfect one. Wow, that was exactly enough. Just enough
That's
to kill a troll.
That's incredible.
You can give
That
that
was
as the
so
Yelp
great.
review. Just
So
enough
is
to
that a
kill the troll.
one-time deal, or can you use it again another time? Or
I can use it at once a day. I mean, it's a spell, so
oh, awesome!
I can use it once a day. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yes.
That's why I
Bane.
stole Uhtred's hilt.
Yeah, exactly.
Uhtred's hilt is now known as Trollbane.
There you go. Yes. I feel like you used it once before when you first got the spell, but you haven't used it in a while. Like that.
Yep.
Ben.
All right, he gets his 1 attack, so he's charging in with his attack, and he'll miss.
Okay. All right, you miss, and you see actually the wounds start to mend as it heals back a bit. And we are to Uhtred.
Voltan.
Voltan. Yeah, you saying
Okay. Holy shit, is he here?
Uhtred comes in.
Yeah.
Starts cutting. This could be a time when we might need him.
It's like a wrestling match. You know, he comes running out from the back door.
Exactly. He's got a folding
Come on,
chair.
a steel chair. Oh my god! So, I'm gonna kind of like do a little sidestep dance over toward Panesta, and I'm gonna cast Cure Light on her.
Oh, nice. Okay.
For D8 plus 1. So you are going to get back 6.
6. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, the priest was like heading that way, and he's like, "Okay."
Hey, ain't nobody said he's got to stop neither.
Look at that trick.
He
Yeah,
does a
he would
lot.
just do it. Yeah, it wouldn't hurt. Yeah, he'll do it as well. Oh, 8 plus 1, 9.
There you go.
Nice.
Show me up, priest. I don't mind.
Well, you know, he's a pacifist. Yeah, he's like, you heal. You guys each clamp her on 2 shoulders, and she's like,
She's just like,
power up. Boop, 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 boop. All right, fantastic.
It is here.
And now the remaining 2 trolls can go. I'm actually going to roll their morale there because you guys have fire. Well, although you did put a fire out. Oh no. I rolled 2 1s, so they're definitely fighting. And let's see, the first one is facing off currently against Ben, and we will continue to do so. 15 is going to hit you. 8's going to miss. And, 19. So you're going to get hit twice there, Ben. 6 points. So 5, right? And, and 1. So, like Tony, min-max, right? So, the 1, I guess, won't cause any damage, but the 6 will be 5 for you.
Yep.
And the other one is actually facing off against Brickfield. And it will make its attacks. 15 is going to hit you. Oh, my God, it critted you.
Oh no.
Oh,
That
no.
may not be good.
That's not going to be good. There's 3 hits and 1's a crit. Okay, so let me roll to see
No,
what the
that's
crit
not
is.
going to be good.
All right, it's a 2 on the crit die. So that is only plus. No, hold on, it's a minus. Yeah, plus 2 damage. So that 1 die will have. The second one will have plus 2. Okay, so first die is 4. I'll give you a total, and then 4 again with the plus 2. So that's 8 total, and then 3. So 11. Oosh.
Brickhill looks up and she looks over at Panessa and Alton and goes, "Please don't forget about me." And she falls to the ground at 0 HP exactly.
Oh man. Okay. All right. So you're not bleeding out, but you drop. Yep. Okay. And that was the end of that round. Oosh. Okay. Now it's getting intense. Spells are used up. Trolls are fighting. People are fighting. Trolls are healing. And and that troll that hit you heals. So you got 2 regenerating trolls against you guys. What does everybody want to do? Pernesta.
I want to try something.
Do it. How would you define it?
Well, I want to try and cast a spell on the trolls and try to scare them.
Okay, so you're
Fairy
going to do
fire.
spell?
Yeah, spell.
Oh, I see. You're going to do spell. Okay. How about Ven?
2 attacks.
Okay. And Ultimate?
Spell.
Okay. So let's, Tony, you can continue to roll initiative.
All right.
Ooh,
Oh no,
6.
man, they're failing me now. 1.
Yeah, they got a 6. Oh, God. All right. They're going to get a barrage of attacks. Now, this is not going to be good if they hit you, Pernesta, because you might lose your spell. And also Otan. 2 misses. This is against Pernesta. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's against Ven. And then a 20. And then a 4. Okay, so Ven gets hit once, but it's a crit. The crit's going to be a 5 on the crit die, which is 2 times damage. 3, so 6 points of damage. It's not the worst, but it's not the best either. To Ven. Of course, -1. Are you still up, Crystal?
Sorry, like I got lint or something on my mouse.
Oh.
How much damage was that?
6. So -1 will be 5 if you want to. Yeah.
I'm at -2.
Okay, so you drop down. You are also not bleeding out. You don't bleed out until you're -3 or below, but you drop. Oh boy, now it's getting very hairy. All right, against. Oh, there's only one more, and it's against Oltan because Panesta actually just killed hers. So the one on you, Oltan, misses. Ooh. Misses. I feel like I'm rolling a lot of 5s. Oh, and then a 16 is going to hit you. So let me do damage here first. Okay, only 2 points. So assuming you're still up, Oltan.
Oh yeah.
You
I'm
got it.
definitely
You. Oh god, does anybody? I should really have bookmarked this page. The optional rule about getting hit. I think it has something to do with the Constitution thing. I'm just gonna make a saving throw because I don't remember how to do it now. There is a rule about it because I'm doing the optional, not losing the spell when you get hit. But I'll just say just make a saving throw if I can't find it very quickly.
So a sorcery saving throw, or
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So I got to try and make my saving throw number, right?
Yes, equal to or over. If you miss it, then you will have lost the spell. Basically, shot it off into nowhere.
Well, no, I keep it because I
Oh.
rolled a 15. My saving throw was 16, but I get +2 against sorcery.
Excellent. Okay, I'm going to keep that, which is good because it worked for you. But actually, I'm just looking at the rule now, so we know for the future. I will say it out loud. Hopefully, somebody will remember it. What you do is you roll 3d6 against your spellcasting attribute. You have to roll under
I'm gonna
the
do it
attribute,
just to see.
and but you have to add the damage to it. So that's how. If in the future we'll try to do that if we can remember. But it's fine. Either way, you didn't lose your spell. Panesta, spell.
All right, I'm gonna try to cast Fairy Fire on these trolls. It says I can cast. Are they medium or are they large?
They're large.
They're large. Okay, so it'll pretty much just be in the area, but I want to try to make it orange so I can pick the color,
Okay.
and I want to try to make it seem like it's just, I have a 60-foot range, like the whole area is on fire. Trying to scare them.
All right, so it's 10 square feet per caster level. You're 5th level, right? So 50 square feet while it's big. Okay. Equivalent to 1 medium creature, 2 small creatures, cast level. Okay, yeah. Are you going to say something like boo or something? I mean,
I'm gonna say burn, yeah.
Okay, and you were using a flaming
Still,
sword
you
early.
took down
so
2 of my friends. Oh, yeah.
All right. Go ahead and what's your charisma bonus? It's +1, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, +1.
All right, so I'm going to do another. I'm just going to do a morale check with the penalty. There's fire involved, so I'll give 2 for that plus the charisma. Oh wow. Okay. Yes, that was just okay. Yeah. They look at it and they one of them looks at the other one. He says, "Fred, this is not worth it." And they look at each other and their eyes get really big. Also, it's a Looney Tunes cartoon, and they run. Yeah, they're gonna run. Well, they're gonna run on their turn, but it's just not their turn yet. But you can see that they're getting ready to run. But Oltan gets to go first.
So my plan was to rush over to Vin since he's got the more damaging weapon and cast my last Cure Light on him.
Okay.
To get him back on his feet.
All right, go for it.
So you will take 7 points of healing.
Nice.
All right. Yeah. So that puts you back up.
Yeah.
It starts at 0, so you're at 7 hit points, so you don't have to worry about the negative.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you do that. It's pretty obvious that the trolls are going to run, but did you want to try to stop them coming into the next round? Anybody who's up?
Not me, no.
How about Fen or Oltan?
If I can get a chance to swing at them before they run, yeah, I'll definitely swing at the one I've been swinging at.
Okay. I mean, I'm going to make a point of saying that if you attack it, you're not. I mean, what's your character's intelligence?
8.
You would probably assume that it will turn around and attack you if you attack it. If you corner a creature, it's not going to run. I mean, it's going to fight you. So,
okay,
you can do it if you want, but if you don't kill it, it's a very likelihood it's going to turn around and attack you. So,
all right.
I mean, it's pretty hard, but it's okay. fair enough. Oltan?
I'm gonna immediately rush over to Brighild now.
Mhm.
I don't know if there's anything I can do for her. I'm out of spells. If it looks like they're running, I'm not going to try and stop them.
Okay, yeah. They run. They retreat off into the woods. You can smell the fire that Brickild alighted the other troll with starting to go out, and there's just a pile of like ashes there, and it's kind of like that wet, gross ash that burns. Like if you melted plastic. Of course, you guys don't know what plastic is, but the one that Press killed is just dust. But the other two trolls, very wounded as they are, run off into their woods, and we are out of combat. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
grab Brighild by the head and just pour some water on her face and like gently pat her cheeks, going, "Wake up, wake up."
Yeah, you can like slap her awake as long as you're not below -3. You can be woken up, but you're effectively not really able to do much, but just kind of like move slowly until you heal a bit. I don't know if you want to make camp here in the. You've traveled. Well, let's see how far did you travel to get here. Let's see. Yeah, it's you've traveled like the good portion of the day. I mean, if you feel like this is a weird place to camp because of all that just went down, you could certainly go, but you wouldn't be able to probably go much longer before you need to rest.
Old Tan would suggest that we go south just a little bit to that crop of trees there.
Okay.
Where there could be a little bit more shelter and camp in there. Rather
Agreed.
than
What trees? I don't.
You look at the map just below the camp that we just walked into, there's like a
Yeah,
tree.
but we're way up here, aren't we now?
You're right here. I'll blink. You're there.
Yeah, we're right here.
Yeah, and there's trees right here. Is what he's talking about. I'm assuming they're like a mile away.
Oh, I didn't see you ping it, Daniel. I'm sorry.
Right there. You see it? It's black circle.
No, it's not showing up for me.
Oh, do other people see
Are
that?
you all? Are you? Have you panned it all the way to the top where you see the two crossed spears?
But is everybody else seeing it though? Or is it me or?
Oh,
Yeah, I
maybe
saw
I'm
it.
not. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm sorry. I didn't go up high enough. I'm
Oh.
down close to the bottom of the map. I'm sorry.
Oh,
No,
I
that's
see
okay.
where you're at.
This is where we
Because
are.
when you said the cross spears, I'm thinking, what is he
What?
looking at? Yep, I'm up there now. I didn't go up far enough. I
Oh,
see
yeah,
what you're
so-
talking about.
yeah, it's like less than a mile away. If you go down the path, you can get there before the end of the day.
Right,
And you can
that's
see a
fine.
little bit. Yeah. All right. Yeah, you guys can go make camp by there, and this is probably a good time for us to take a break. So we'll get 5 minutes and get drinks or whatever, and come back. get the audio back. Okay, so we're back. So you guys are going to, after that incredible fight with trolls, you're going to camp out near this tree area here. Because you were at 0 hit points, Brigald, like I said, until you heal up, so basically spend the night resting, you will not be able to really do much. So you'll probably have to let.
Oh yeah, she takes advantage of it. She makes sure that all 10 and all of them bring her food and drink and all that.
Yeah, the
You
priest
deserve it. You fought well.
Yeah. Tell them all. I remember one time a small midget man carrying a human baby once made a comment about how much he hated trolls. I get it now.
Trolls are
And then
bad.
I pat Vin. I'm sorry. And then I pat Vin on the shoulder like heartily and tell him, I say, well, let there be no doubt that you've definitely proven yourself today. So we are grateful to have you with us.
Van will nod, and he kind of is patching one of the wounds. He takes out his flask and takes a sip of it, and he'll offer some to Brighild as well. And he'll say, yeah, I never ran into those creatures before. Never thought they were anything more than a fairy tale.
Pinesto will sit down next to Vin. They were old friends. Just I thought I'd lost you there for a second. I don't need to lose any more friends. Either one of you.
When Van gives Brighild the flask, she takes a swig of it and she goes, "Oh, you've got to try this." And she throws a wine skin of the stuff that she bought in Calencia. That
Oh yeah, the really
big
good stuff.
yeah, the good stuff.
The good stuff.
Nice. All right. Let's see if anything. Yeah, you guys can definitely rest up. It probably is a better idea if Brighild does not take a guard shift, but because you won't be able to do anything. Well, I guess you could yell if something happens, but I think you're fine anyways. I mean, it's not like you're in a rush. So, and actually, the priest is now healed, so he would be more than happy to take a guard shift if Brighild wants to rest, as you afforded him that courtesy.
By the way, I bought a horn. I meant to bring this up. I have a hunting horn. So, during guard shift, whoever is on guard shift, I'll let them use my hunting horn in case we need to be woke up.
Okay. That's a good idea. I mean, it'll be loud. That's for sure. They're going out for the hunt. Let me open up there because you're in this square so you can see around you a bit. Yeah, all right, let's do this. So, same order. Do you want to take a shift or no, Brighild?
No, she would thank the priest that's going traveling with them for taking her shift this night.
Okay. So everybody just roll a d10 and see if anybody gets another troll encounter, or hopefully not. You do not want to run into trolls again.
No.
We got a 3.
Okay.
3.
Oh,
9.
okay. You can roll for the priest, Tony.
Oh no!
That was your fault, not mine.
No. Ooh, a 6.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, maybe because of the stench of burning troll in the air or something, but any predators or any kind of prey or anything, any animals seem to give you guys a good amount of space as the night progresses and you're able to rest up, get a good night's sleep. Everybody can heal 1 hit die, plus con bonus.
Even Brighild?
Yep, because you were at 0, right?
All
You
right.
weren't negative.
Yeah,
if you're
positive 0 exactly.
Yeah, if you're negative, you only heal 1 until you reach 0. Then you deal it. Yeah. So being at 0 was perfect.
Ooh, yeah, 6.
Yeah, nice. The priest, of course, gets spells in the morning. He if you guys are still pretty beat, he'll ask. He could do some healing. Before you set out in the morning, he gets she gets 3 spells a day. So if there
Yeah,
are people,
Brickhill would definitely take his blessing if he offered it.
Yeah. Oh wow, 9 points.
Oh wow.
How many
Well,
points
that's
can we
like
heal in a
probably-
night's rest?
Your hit die plus your con bonus.
Oh man, 1 point away from being at max.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he heals you up for that much. Are you still very hurt? Anybody else very hurt? Wasn't Ven really hurt too?
Ven is still a little bit hurt, but he wants Brighild to be healed before him.
Okay. Are you still pretty hurt? Brighild? You probably
Well,
are.
on a scale of 0 to 20, I'm at a 14.
That's an odd scale. Yeah, he'll heal you one more time.
Yeah, that's oddly specific, isn't it?
We'll do you here. Okay. Well, that's interesting. You rolled 6 more points. So on a scale of 0 to 20, you went from 14 to 20. And then he'll
She
heal.
will actually go over to that priest and kiss him on the cheek.
Oh. Delicious.
That is an odd scale, Brighild. I got an odd scale myself. On a scale from 0 to 17, I'm sitting at a 14, I'd say.
Oh, that's actually really funny. Oh, so you actually didn't do much healing at all. Okay, so he heals you for 7 points. Well, what about Panesta though? See, Panesta didn't speak up, and she probably needed more than everybody.
If
No.
Nesta needed it, I'd rather that 7 points go to her.
No, I got healed. Ultan and the priest healed me during battle,
Remember?
and I'm only down
that's right.
4.
Oh,
We
Yeah.
dumped a double shot on her.
That's
Yeah.
right. That was right. That was on Panesta. I was thinking it was on Brickhill.
And he got her for 9, and I got her for like 7 or something like that.
Yeah, so
Yeah. So he basically uses up all of his prayers for the day, getting you guys prepped. And he says, "Well, that wasn't. Definitely seemed to be a Pictish camp, although it was quite old. And I didn't see any kind of manor house. Maybe it's further north. I don't know. And the body is beginning to reek. And he like rubs some like fir branches on it or pine leaves or whatever to kind of help keep the smell down.
There are trolls around that camp. I can see why it would be abandoned.
Would we be able to know like which direction actually north is? Like real Hyperborea north?
Yeah, I think because you were a trapper or whatever, you can use the little thing at the corner. Did you see it down there? You go always down to the right hand corner. You see what you're doing.
Yeah, I've seen it. Well, yeah. So he'll say they said north, and according to the way the sun is setting on the mountains, I'd say north is actually that direction, and then we'll point out the direction he believes that north is. And of course, they also said north from the direction of the spiders, right? When you got attacked more, along the trail. So it's possible that even that that the manor could actually be back behind us. We could have missed it from where the spider attacks were.
Yes. Well, he did seem to imply that there was that a path led to it. So I thought this could be the
And
path.
this path does continue on from where we're at, right?
No, it looks like it stops at the camp. Like you don't see it go.
Oh,
beyond
okay.
that. Yeah. Yeah, if you were to go back to the camp, being extra cautious, of course, to make sure there's no trolls around. Let's say you get back up there, so you get an idea. You can, you look generally around the camp, and you can see that there's no other distinct trail there. Did you want to explore the camp beyond that, or you just want to quickly look and then get out of there? Like, how long do you want to hang out there? I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, Bricky, if we go back, Bricky would like to look in those tents and stuff. Spend turn 10 minutes. She'd
Okay.
suggest.
Yeah, I would say so. just give it a once over.
Fair enough. Yeah, you check out the camp. Let me look up the camp. The camp. Here we go. Okay, so there is, as noted, now you're up close to it, there's 6 wooden fur tents. They're smashed down. You see about a dozen sets of bones. They are, humans. They are picked clean. There's no flesh on them at all. But they're pretty new. I mean, they're not brand new, but so clearly it's not like they rotted. Like they were, the flesh was eaten from them. You see tooth marks on it and, stuff like that. You can see there's a skull of a rock. What is that? A rock?
A rock is a kind of bird, like a big bird.
No, it's an ox. No, it's auroch. A-U-R-O-C-H. It's an auroch. It's an auroch. It looks like it's an ox. It's a ancestor of domestic cattle. Huh.
I was surprised you didn't know what a rock was.
No, I know what a rock is. Yeah, it's the thing that took Sinbad away. Yeah, so it was also a pretty good TV show. Was that in the 90s? Rock? Anyways. All remains doesn't pick it. Okay, so there's about a dozen bones here. There's a skull of an rock, so like a cow, basically. There's that thing in the middle is a mammoth fur. It looks like maybe it was set up as a tent or something, although it's really hard to tell because there's no poles there for some reason. But as you roll it back, you see that there's a battered staff underneath it that is carved with a serpentine head. There's also 8 broken...
Vanessa.
So funny. You're funny, Brighild.
I've heard you enjoy the history of serpents.
I'll take a look at it. Sure.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you would
Sorry,
imagine...
I thought you were making a joke.
You would imagine that it's not, doesn't seem to be religious in nature as far as you can tell. It looks just more decorative. It's pretty, it might have a little bit of value, but it's not really super valuable. But it was probably just somebody's staff. And you do know that like Yig, for instance, is a serpent god, so it could be could be in reference to that, but it's not specifically a holy symbol that you can tell. There are 8 broken arrows with the heads intact. One of them is silver. And there are 2 intact arrows. So there's basically
I'll take
9 arrowheads.
And I'll also take that silver arrowhead. I'll just take the silver arrowhead, but I'm going to take those 2 intact arrows. I need them.
Okay. But there's a dagger, 2 broken wooden baskets, and actually, as you're looking through this, because you can tell me to look, at first you're thinking, trolls, obviously, because they were eaten. But as you start to look at the skeletons and stuff, you can see that they clearly the way that bones are broken in a couple of cleft skulls, it looks like they were actually done by weapons, not by claws and bites and stuff. So it looks like these people probably died in some kind of an altercation, and then probably the scavengers picked their bones after the fact.
The dagger looks usable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's old.
We'll take it for take it for backup at least.
Yeah, it's old, but it's serviceable. All the stuff looks like it's probably Pictish stuff, so it's like it's rough, but it works.
If I were to take that arrowhead and like one of those broken arrow shafts, do I think I could maybe somehow mend it up and fix it while we're traveling, or we set up camp or something?
You would need, in order to fix the arrows, you'd need a shaft, but the shafts are broken. Okay. So no, you could take the silver arrowhead and take it off and then put it on one of the intact arrows, but you don't have shafts. You need straight wood to do that. So I don't think you'd be able to do that on the road very easily. So
I'll take the silver arrowhead anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
do the rest of y'all hear like a popping noise in Crystal's mic every time she's talking? Do y'all hear that?
Yeah, yes. I did hear that actually. Okay, I thought it was just me.
I was just curious if it was me or if it was.
Nope, you got a little pop going on there.
I don't know why.
Bluetooth thing. Maybe are you far away from the computer?
I'm no, I mean like I'm right here. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
It's probably something a reboot will fix, but if you reboot, then it'll jack up the video. So I mean, it's not so bad that.
Oh yeah, I mean it's not bad. I was just curious if it was me who was hearing it or everybody was.
Yeah, for me it's like every 2 or 3 times. It's not every time, but
It's not a big deal.
Yeah, the audio engineers will take care of it in post-production. Don't worry about it.
That reminds me, everyone buy our merchandise.
Yeah, right. Buy the merch. Actually, that's not my merch. You can get this shirt, though, from... I don't know if he sells them anymore. I got it from the Kickstarter. And, of course, I regret not getting the shirt every single time, because now I have some modules with no shirts. It's like, how can I run this module without the shirt? Anyways. Yeah, so it looks pretty deserted. Seems what you could best assess from this is that they were in some kind of an altercation with other, weapon-wielding foes, so humanoids or whatever. And later, some predators came and consumed the bones. But otherwise, you don't get much else from this. Yeah.
Well, Vin, you have since it appears there is no trail past here, maybe you had the best idea. We try to go due north from here and see where it leads.
I mean, I would say that would be the best course of action.
Okay. You're going to head north?
Head north.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll head Hyperborea north.
Okay. I'm going Hyperborea north. Okay, so yeah, you pass a... I'm just going to do it this way because I don't feel like making it neat. You pass by a water source, which clearly, if each hex is a mile long, that'd be a very wide thing, but it's not that wide, clearly. You could pass it. So you could refill your canteens and such as you go through the hills. And you travel for the majority of the day, and you find yourself back at the edge of the wastelands. Like you're out of going directly north like you did for the day basically takes you out of the hills. Although you do find the head of the stream now, which is nice. Nice. Actually, that's probably tar pits. Let me see. That's tar pits. Yeah, that's tar pits. You see some tar pits, which are right near the you don't probably want to hang out there. Tar pits are not where you want to be hanging out. But yeah, so you get that far up and you're just like, no. I mean, if what you've heard is true, that it's in the hills, then you've gone too far.
Mm-hmm. Well, then the only other thing I could think is to go back to the camp and then head back towards more basically towards the south to see if because if he said to go north from the spiders, then maybe
Well, also maybe from here we could just go kind of south or back to the west some, and maybe if they built to something, they would build close to a water source, maybe.
Yeah, true. We could search along the river a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. You want to follow the river back? That's fine. I mean, you'll need to camp out here because it's basically the end of the day. So, as you get settled in near the edge of the wasteland, let's do our where the trolls come and kill you. Think anything? Yep. Go.
Before we do this, could I would I have to roll for something to pop off one of my regular arrowheads and replace it with a silver arrowhead?
No, I think you could just probably do that. You have a good arrow and a good arrowhead. I don't see a problem with that.
All right, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to keep my regular arrowhead, but I would rather have more silver arrows in case I need them.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, basically, you're a hunter. I don't think that's really an issue. Yeah, let's do this. So let's see if anything creeps up on you at night. Go ahead, everybody roll a d10. I'm just going to keep the same order unless somebody wants to change it.
A 2.
Oh, no.
4.
I didn't roll a 1. I didn't do that.
Sure
I rolled not a 1.
Yeah. Roll a percentile for me. I like when you bring your own death upon you. What, +2?
Well, it's a 16. I accidentally had a +2.
Nice.
I didn't mean to do +2. I had it from when I had my attacks.
I get a +2 in everything. It's called meta bonus. Okay, so you Let's see if you're surprised. Oh. Oh, these are cool. I have no idea how to say it, though. So I'm just going to go for it. Actually, for some reason, I'm scared if it surprises you. You might not even see it. No, it doesn't. All right. You see a Archaeopteryx. That's right, an Archaeopteryx.
Do I know what an Archaeopteryx is?
I mean, I think we all know what an Archaeopteryx is.
Who
Archaeopteryx.
doesn't know what an Archaeopteryx?
Archaeopteryx. Yeah, there we go. This
We
is what-
can't say it, but we know what it is.
Yeah, if you know what it is, it's bird. It is the oldest known fossil bird. It's dinosaur. Well, it's not a dinosaur, but yeah.
Oh, an Archaeopteryx. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Archaeopteryx.
Yeah, an Archaeopteryx.
Oh, that.
It's an Archaeopteryx. Let's see. It is starts circling overhead, basically. It doesn't. You're not
Wait.
surprised by it.
The
We're all
Archaeopteryx
asleep
can
except-
actually fly?
Yeah, of course.
We're
Well,
all asleep except Van, or
yeah. Well, it says hovers around
Big
party. Yeah, I mean it's a bird. I mean, can't birds fly?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to say Archaeopteryx couldn't fly, but I don't think they were. But oh well. It's Hyperborea. They can in Hyperborea.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's
it's
also not
only-
really trolls. You realize that, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's why I'm like, never mind. So there's only one of them?
Oh, I get so excited by it because I like an Archaeopteryx. Ah, this is one. Yep. This crow-sized antediluvian bird is of rare and colorful plumage.
Beautiful plumage.
It has a lengthy reptilian tail with long feathers of blue, green, black, and pink. The Archaeopteryx beak is lined with small, sharp teeth. Uh-oh.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's flying around.
I mean, I'll take my axe and just kind of keep my eye on it. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna mess with it right now.
You don't want to blow the horn.
I'm gonna have my axe in one hand and my horn in the other.
Okay, well that sounds like a good night. Yeah, it flies around for a while. It's circling. But maybe you can tell you're looking at it or whatever. And eventually, it kind of just veers off and flies kind of off into the wastelands after about 20 minutes.
Okay.
Kind of in the direction that you were going before, but don't plan on going anymore. So the Archaeopteryx doesn't attack you. Archaeopteryx. Sorry, I shouldn't say it wrong on purpose because then now I can't say it right. Yeah. And the rest of the night passes.
An Archaeopteryx sounds more like a flying spider or something.
Well, I told you what it looked like. It was flying around. It's a beautiful flying reptile bird thingy.
Yeah. Whenever I wake up the next person, I'll let them know that there was something flying around the camp, and it was obviously an Archaeopteryx.
Yeah, you probably have no idea what it is because it's super rare. But, yeah. This time, you know what a troll is, but you don't know what that is.
Yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't bother you if you don't bother it. Which it seems like you didn't. And the rest of the night passes. So your plan is to follow along the river? Is that my understanding?
let me ping what I was talking about to see if everybody would agree. I would think like go back because we're up to close to the swamps, like go back this way, and
Yep.
continue back down.
Like that?
Yeah, yeah.
I was thinking like follow back this way, or
Well, you're not there.
so you want to go back up like this over here?
No, we're not
You're not
there,
there.
are we? I thought we
Oh,
were
where are
camping
we
out
at?
up here. We're camping
You're-
up here, aren't we?
Exactly.
Oh,
Yep,
okay.
exactly where Toby just been.
All right.
Yep.
So
It took
wanna
you the
go,
whole day to go up there.
So you want to go back down like that way?
Correct. You can go back
like,
down, follow the river, and
Follow
go
this.
down that way.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Follow the river like that.
She just wants to show off that she can do the arrow.
So
Well, we use it in Rapture Moon all the time, so.
I'm confused. So, and that should be
Okay.
nothing new. If we're supposed to be heading north, why are we turning south?
Because you have reached the edge of the hilly area, and everything that you've heard so far is that the manor is in the hills, not in the swamp.
Oh, that's good. Okay, that works.
Somewhere in the northern area, and they did say, didn't they say something like encountered by those in need? Found by those in need, that we might be
Nope,
having.
we're good.
Yeah, it does. Well, no, it's like, well, what I heard was that like that they provide shelter for truly those who need it. Was the wording of it, of like
Okay.
the merchant that I was buying my my new armor from. That's what they told me.
So it could be here. It could be like up here or down here.
Right. Well,
Yeah,
north
well,
is
see,
all.
like I say, Brickyard had just suggested to go back south or west or whatever and follow the river and check that area first, thinking that
Yeah.
maybe if somebody would build around a water source. That was her suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good.
Not a bad suggestion. I'm down.
Yes, Brighild is not only imposing but also wise.
She is.
Yep. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So if you, I mean, unfortunately, you're doing a lot of backtracking, so you don't make much new ground. But you follow the river, to about right here. By the end of the next day, you're like in this general area, here. And you can see the river's pretty. It's a good size river, like definitely enough to sustain, people fishing from it or getting water and such. But you don't see anything yet. But of course, you're in very craggy, weird areas, so you can't see. You can really only see a few miles out in front of you at any given time. So, not even a few, like a couple. But yeah, that's it. So you've covered this general area. You haven't really discovered it yet, and you're getting close to the end of the day. Anything else you guys want to do as you're crawling along before we see if any more extra goes? Any more dinosaurs attack you? Or don't attack? Could be a T-Rex next time.
I would just say like tomorrow, let's just head down, like I guess like it's technically west or whatever, like just this direction, because that's what I was saying before, because like the spiders were supposedly like over here, like way down here somewhere, and then the guy was saying north. So from where we're at now, like that would be my suggestion, would just be to like try and like cut through here and like head back towards the trail or something.
Well, just you would know that you move like about a quarter your speed if you go just over the hills. Like it would literally be faster to go back to the trail if you're trying to get back to the trail.
Well, I don't know if I necessarily want to go back to the trail. And this is only my thought. Anyone else, can, but I'm just saying like, because if the spider attack happened over there, then I'm just saying like, then like, maybe the, maybe maybe the attack happened like, or the maybe it's somewhere in like that area, is my thought.
Well, if we get attacked by spiders, we'll certainly be in need of shelter. So.
Yeah, true.
So the two options are either we went too far and it's over here, like Crystal said, or we haven't gone far enough north, which means it's up in here. So yeah, we can backtrack would work too.
I don't want to like just so that people are not like 100% combining the two things. I mean, if Crystal is correct, right? So somewhere in this area over here, right? Wherever the spiders might be, here or here or whatever. Anything. You don't. Well, I scrolled down a bit.
Well, your ping is black, and so if you're pinging in a black spot of the map,
right, you can't see that.
Oh.
How do you change your ping color?
It's down at your name.
Oh.
Yeah, so your name is purple to me.
Yeah, exactly. Mine is purple.
Looking.
But everywhere you ping on my screen is black.
No, I agree. I'm going to ping white. I think.
There you go. There you go.
There you go. Yeah,
that's me. I'm white now. So if Crystal's, just so that everybody's straight on the directions, because I know it can get confusing. Well, first of all, you really didn't make any more distance down the river. You're basically back where you started, so you haven't fully done what Brighill suggested. But also, let's say that Crystal's right, and let's say the spires are down here. That means that anything north of that could be north. Like, it doesn't mean it has to be way up at the top, like you were bringing.
Yeah.
I just don't want to send you guys off in circles with bad information.
No,
also,
it's
keep
not
in mind
that.
that. Also, keep in mind that a delirious person said north.
Well,
So
I
you know
mean,
how literal you
everybody
want to
that-
take it.
everybody that talked to us said north, but the problem is north is like this. You know,
Right.
it's not like this, so it's like north. Well, that encompasses a large area, so it's,
Right, no,
it's
exactly.
hard
That's
to
my point.
pinpoint.
That's my point, right? Exactly. Just I wouldn't always consider, because when you're talking about it right now, you're thinking about where you're
Just ignore
standing
it.
and saying north. Yeah, like north is
I mean,
basically
all that could be
anything.
north.
Yeah, all that, and also all the ways to the left, because you don't actually hit east until you're almost completely sideways from where you're pointing, perpendicular to what you were doing. So yeah, it's not. Yeah, what I would say is I would warn against is taking it too literally. You know, as far as that goes. But also, like I said, you haven't gone very far. So if you want to, I don't know what Brighill thinks, but you really didn't do what Brighill said yet. You've only backtracked.
Okay.
You haven't actually got to any new ground.
I mean, I'm
But up to
perfectly
you.
willing to continue to follow the river. That's fine.
Yeah,
with
you
me.
could do that. You could go south from where you are. You could go through the hills. I'm just saying that if you go through the hills, you're going to move at like quarter your pace. So like,
Yeah,
if you're trying to
good
get
point.
down to where you think the area was, I mean, you would actually move much slower. I mean, not that you shouldn't do it. I mean, I just want to, mechanically, I just want to spell everything out. So, anyways, it's up to you guys what you want to do. I just want to make sure everything's clear before we make a decision, or you.
Yeah,
make a
let's
decision.
continue to follow the river, like Brighild said. And, because I think building near a source of water is a good point.
Good idea. Follow the river.
Okay, yeah. Let's see if anything attacks you. Everybody roll a d10 as you care tonight. It might not matter. There's two pissed off trolls out there.
Nat
7.
10.
9. Again.
7. Nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, you get through the night. No biggies. So you're gonna go along the river. That's the plan?
Yes, I
Okay.
think that's the plan.
All right. I just want to make sure, because if you die, I don't want you blaming on me.
But we'll blame it on you anyway.
You're traveling about half the day, and you see.
An Archaeopteryx?
You see down to the southish from where you are, because you're following the river. You probably see it around here. Now you can't see because I'm white. Let me get another color. I'll go like a light blue. There we go. You see to the what would be the south of where you're standing currently. You see a manor house. It is, in fact, partially in ruins. And not only that, it's being attacked by archaeopteryx. No, it's not.
It also does look like there's a trail there.
Indeed, there
If
is.
we'd gone the other way, we probably would have.
Indeed, there was a trail. All right. Let me find this. You see an old manor house encircled by a crumbled wall with a pair of enduring towers to the east. Of course, you're not east of it. East is. Well, you know what direction east is. It presents a single-story structure of stone with high ceilings supporting a gabled slate-tiled roof that is heavily damaged, but basically intact. The manor is highly stylized with fluted buttresses, ribs, superfluous spirals, and other flamboyant embellishments. However, every window appears to either be obstructed by boards or filled with relatively new masonry, preventing any readily available glimpse into the interior. Of course, you're also pretty far away from it. In addition to that, you can see. I will show you the what you can see. Very exciting. Well, give me a second here. Manor. Boop. Okay, you see. Well, I guess try
it's
this.
blurry.
I thought. What? It's blurry.
It takes time for
Blurry.
it to.
Yeah.
It'll
Okay.
get unblurry in a minute.
Yeah, you're also on the wrong side, so I revealed the wrong side for you. Okay. Who was I to think that you would have taken the path? Oh, okay, so I'll just do the whole thing again. Because you're looking at the backside of it, actually. I'll just reveal all the walls. Inside that black square is the manor house. I just don't feel like being very precise and like.
So are
showing.
we like up coming from this way, Daniel? Is that right?
That's correct. Yep, you're basically
All
at that
right.
direction. I mean, you're pretty far away, but you do see actually the house itself, and I think did I put this in the thing as a? Because I am so good, I think. Well, maybe I didn't do it. Maybe I'm not good. Where are the handouts?
Handguns.
No handouts. No handguns.
Oh,
GameStop did awesome.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna bust out the handguns. Let's see. All players. Save.
Yeah, I really want there to be handguns. You're taking away my player agency.
I mean, there are like lasers and stuff. All right, do you see the telescopic view picture? Did it show up? It says show to players. There it is. So you can kind of see what it looks like. So you've got this. Oh, there we go. You can see the manor house. Of course, you're actually on the other side of it, but that's okay. And you see in those two towers that are to the east in front, you see standing on top some huge, well, big ape men. They are doing stuff, ape-man stuff that ape men do. Let's see. Find the thing soon. I don't think there's any box text for that, so let's show you what they're doing. Okay. Atop the southern tower, a massive mountain ape is painted with tribal markings. He is stirring a huge, like a pot of liquid with a large branch. It's bubbling with greenish slop. There's another mountain ape also standing there. He is actually looking off to the east, so he's getting back to you. On the other tower, you also see mountain apes. They are just standing guard. Looks to be.
do we know anything
Hey,
about
Martin.
them? Any of us?
I mean, mountain apes are. Yeah, you probably know something about them. Go ahead and roll a d6. Everybody can have a 2 and 6 chance of knowing something about mountain apes. Panesta can have 3 and 6 because she's a guard.
Nope, I had a 4.
One.
Oh, well.
Oh, Panesta and I have encountered these things together before.
Yeah, maybe.
Let's see. These massive man-like brutes of repulsive countenance and abhorrent odor stand 8 to 10 feet tall and weigh as much as 1,000 pounds. Their torsos are thick with black and red fur, but their arms and bowed legs are like those of cavemen, so they have like bare skin. Their misshapen heads are hairy, of mane and beard. Their nose is large and broad. Mountain apes typically use clubs. They're basically primitives. They hurl stones, so you're basically looking at they're like a less developed caveman, if you want to think of it like that. They do collect treasures, but though we're not really sure why, because they don't trade with men, and they do, of course. There's rumors that they capture human children to enslave or eat. So that's what you would know about them.
Would we know
Man.
anything about like them working with picks or anything, or probably not?
You would imagine that it would be very unlikely that they would work with people at all. They're very much to their own. They eat people basically, and yeah, they don't. I mean, I'm gonna say that. I mean, you guys have been around a while, and Ven has experience with being in a militia or whatever. They don't look like they're guarding the place. if you know what I mean. Like they look like they've possibly taken the towers and are being aggressive, as far as you can tell. That's what they look like, anyways. Like they're watching the house more so than they're watching the outside. If that makes any sense. But it's hard to say from this distance without talking to them or doing anything else. I mean, we don't want to judge a book by the cover, no. Or do we? But yeah, they don't see you. You're way too far away.
Then you know a little bit about these creatures. what would they be stirring in that pot? Is it just something they eat or something that they have? Do they have ways of sorcery themselves?
I've never seen an ape man do any kind of magic before. I mean, most likely they're stirring up a mill, if I had to guess, some kind of maybe human.
That's what I would guess too.
It looks
Not
like
pleasant.
they've maybe taken those towers and they're looking to move into the house. I've had a couple of experiences with them attempting to take the archer stands of some forts. They like being up high.
Yes,
Do
I
we
have had a
see?
couple of them. There we go. Sorry, I couldn't leave it not cut out.
Do
you
we
see what?
see any? I look to the others and I say, can we see any signs of anyone inside the manor house itself?
The windows are boarded up, aren't they?
That's correct. The windows are boarded up.
And we're a little bit far to
Yeah,
see
yeah,
anything.
you're like half a mile away, probably.
Okay.
So I don't think we could see anybody if there's anybody to see.
Yeah, the only reason why you can really see it decently from this distance is because it's kind of on like a bit of a hill. Like it's raised up and it's on like a plateau, which is mostly bare, like all the other surroundings, but there is a lot of vegetation growing around the outside of it. Not super close to it, but around the outside, which is a little bit unusual.
Well, it would appear if the Picts were here that they have been either killed or run off by these ape creatures then.
Maybe, or maybe they are inside defending their position.
It could be under siege.
That's my thought.
Or they could all be in cook pots.
It's possible as well.
But I mean, don't let me bring down the vibe.
Yes,
Well, this is one thing I will say. When we would raid their camps back when I was in the army, they would tend to have, good bit of shinies that they had stolen from the caravans and such. They like shiny things.
we do not know what their strength is. They probably seem to be formidable opponents, I would think, but at least we should scout them out and see how many there are.
Yeah, they're strong, but they're not very smart.
Yeah.
Well,
I look over at Pinesta and go, we used to have one guy like that over with us.
yes, we did. Yes, we did. So
Sounds good to me.
Yep, we need to scout it out, but we'd be very careful.
Okay. So how would you like to scout this out? So before we get to this, I'll jump back to the big map. So like I said, you're pretty far away because it's up on a hill, right? So like you're like out here somewhere, like now I can't click for some reason, but you know where you are. You know where you are. There we go. You're out here, so you're like almost a mile away. So you could approach it any way you want, by coming down whichever side. So you can come from the north, south, east, west, whatever you like. The pathway coming in.
Should you and I wait in the cover of darkness and go up there since we would probably be the quietest ones?
I think that's a good idea. That's what I was going to suggest.
Oh, the cover of darkness. Okay.
Well, if you're waiting until the cover of darkness, I mean, I don't know how far. I'll follow you up at least a little bit. I don't want to be too far away in case trouble starts.
Well, I mean, you and Otan, if we don't come back by a certain time, we're probably not coming back. So you make your decision on what you should do yourself then.
Well, I do not wish to let you go on your own, but at the same time, I do not wish to have my clumsiness give way to your position and hasten anyone's death.
Well, I believe that, just Panesta and I would be the quietest ones. Soldier Boy here, his armor would make too much noise. And as you say, Old Tan, sometimes you trip on yourselves.
Even when I'm sober. I mean, as always, I will do as you say.
I mean, do you have another idea?
Without any way to be able to see far from a distance, I don't know what else there is to do.
I don't know.
Yeah, well,
I mean, I could take the carpet over the house, but they would see me. The flying carpet that we got last time. If I stayed really high, but that wouldn't do us any good because then I still couldn't see very well.
Unless you did it at night.
Or Brickhill could do it with her infravision. She could do it at night. She could take the carpet, go over it with her infravision and see what she can see.
Well, that is a suggestion, but as you say, what if one of their guards happen to just look up at the moment and, I don't know if that would be the safest thing or if it would be safer for you and I to just sneak up there and, watch from the ground.
Hey, Daniel, I know that these guys are primitive, right? Like, so are they, like, do I know if they're smart enough to have, like, bows, or do they typically just have, like, clubs and stuff like that?
You probably have not heard of them using bows, no. But you do know that they often hurl stones and tree trunks and stuff like that. So they're more hurled than. I would say that you don't know enough to know that they couldn't use a bow, but they're certainly not known for it.
Okay. I mean, how far do I think that they could hurl like a stone?
Nobody who's ever had a stone hurled at them has lived to tell how far they can throw it.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll at least sell that. I'll be like, well, on the plus side, they haven't ever been known to have bows, but on the downside, they can throw a rock pretty good.
Well, perhaps staying on the ground is the best idea. I was just throwing that out there.
A magic carpet.
I know.
She wants to use it.
Magic carpet ride.
Well, the whole point, though, is as we say, as Panesta and I say, would be to keep the element of surprise. I mean, even if we don't want them seeing us.
Yeah, no, I'm okay with staying on the ground. I just thought I'd throw that out there, like I said. So it's fine.
Okay. Well, I mean, what if you two stay on, like, if you're gonna stealth, and what if Altan and I are just like very low on the carpet, hovering behind you? That way we don't actually have to move, and I don't know, it's a stupid idea now to say it out loud.
Yeah, I mean, you probably make more noise on a magic carpet than you do walking. It's not like the magic carpet is a flat thing. It's like, it's like you're jingling.
It has bells. It jingles.
Well, I mean, I'm saying if you're in metal armor, you're probably jingling.
Right.
Because it ripples. It's a magic carpet. It's not like a flat. It's not like you're on a board. You're on a carpet.
Yeah.
All right.
You two just stay here, and if we don't come back, it's been fun knowing you.
I have an idea. Take my horn, leave the carpet here.
Okay.
And if you get caught, blow the horn, and we'll be on our way.
Well, that makes no sense, Soldier Boy. I mean, if
Well-
we blow the horn, that's just going to let them know if more are coming.
He didn't say where we would be on our way to.
Wow.
Maybe on our way back home.
No, definitely on our way to rescue.
Yes. How about
And-
this? How about we just be careful and just don't get caught?
That plan's always worked out for me. Never
Yeah.
get caught. Ever.
Fair enough. You guys have never been captured. All right, so you're gonna wait till the nighttime?
Yeah, I think we would.
Okay. Let me see here what happens here. Okay. So yeah, so you can approach it. I mean, you're gonna wait till it gets dark, which is like 9:45. So you wait till like maybe 10 o'clock. You have about 4 hours of darkness, a little bit more than that. So you got a decent amount of time. It's only a mile or so away, less than a mile. So it'd take you not that long to get there. Maybe 5-10 minutes, even going slow. Well, I mean, a 5-minute mile will be going very fast, I guess. Probably can't about 15 minutes if you walk slowly. So you have plenty of time. Yeah, which way do you want to approach from? Do you want to approach from basically the backside, like where you are, or do you want to go around to see where the apes are? Like, do you want to come in like?
Is this where they were having the cook pot or whatever? Right
No,
there?
no, it was over here. You see that? Lower right-hand corner.
Let me scroll down where I can see better.
Yeah.
Do it again, please.
Lower
Okay,
right-hand.
down there.
Yeah, yeah, they're there, and then there's also an ape up here too. The cook pot is on this one, so 1A is where the cook pot guy is, and the other one just has a regular ape on it, not cooking as far as you can tell. Actually, since you waited a long time, let me just see if anything happens that might give you more information since you were watching. I'll assume you were watching and not just actually having that conversation the whole time. What should we do? Let's see if there's anything else that I can give you. Oh, okay. At a certain time, like after you've been watching for a while, you actually see from the main gatehouse area. So the middle part there, that would be 2. You see 2 more of these mountain apes come out, and they go in, and they go into tower number 3. One of which goes up to the top, and you don't see where the other one went.
Okay.
Right. So there's currently 2 on the top of 3, 2 on the top of 1, which has one of them stirring a cook pot, and then you don't know where the other one went. It's inside 3 somewhere.
Well, it appears there's probably more than we can.
Okay. So, I mean, you see that. I mean, that really affects. I mean, maybe it does affect what you're going to do, but I mean, as far as going down. But assuming you're still going to go down there, if you come from that corner there, that you originally pointed out, Tony, the corner up here, you once you get close to the house, you're pretty much hidden from the towers in a sense, because the house is very big and opulent and has spires and such. But just getting to that and not being seen by the towers is going to be the one sneaky sneak you have to do. So. You got some kind of sneaky thing there, Bernesta? I know you do.
Yeah, I do. 7 of 12.
Does Brigil have that? She doesn't have that. She's just sneaky.
No.
Yeah. She just always says that she's sneaky.
Huh.
which, okay. So I'll give you the normal chance to sneak. Oh, okay. Yeah, so you guys, you make it up to that corner. Most of these broken down walls are anywhere from 2 to 8 feet tall. They're just sections of it broken off and stuff. So you make your way through some of the. I guess I can reveal this part so you can see it better. At the top here, you can see there's lots of bushes and stuff. So you kind of come, through the bushes. Then you make that last bit of run to that corner, and I'll put you like over here somewhere. Wherever you want to be. You can. what you see immediately when you kind of like down here on this corner, like I said, is 100% all of these. I'm sorry, I keep trying to think clicking. It's not clicking. All these windows are either boarded up or bricked in. And you can see that at the lower part of the house, the southern part, you see all that weird shape slick down here. That's like a massive amount of vines growing. They're actually like coming. Even there's like cracks in the wall. Even like they're like pouring through. So there's like tons of vines coming through the kind of the foundation, not through the wall, but through the foundation, and they're covering that whole side of the house.
If only Tan were still here, he could climb that.
He could.
Exactly.
Even one armed.
Even with one arm, he can climb that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck Hassan.
Oh well, sorry. I remember that Tan climbed up in Zambala.
He was a climber. All right. Where do you guys want to go? Where would you like to explore? Point at a spot and I'll tell you what happens.
I mean, I would suggest to Panessa, we just kind of follow the curvature of the deal, just go
Yep,
follow
along
around,
this,
just for
Yep.
intelligence purposes.
Yep, just follow the house, the walls of the house.
All right, on the outside of the wall or against the wall of the house? So, but like out here, well, I'll click out here somewhere, or like up close to the house, like here.
I would say on this side, closer to the house, since we know
Yeah.
that there's no towers. They can't see from the towers, we think.
Okay. Yeah, let me see what that number 4 is. That could
On
be
that
like
side.
Medusa.
Oh, yeah, on that side.
Yeah, that number 4 could like be Medusa or something. Courtyard. The far less barren than the immediate area. Grassy courtyard is patchy, unkept, littered with broken masonry. On the east side of the courtyard, wide marble steps mark the front entrance of the. Oh, wait, okay, that's the other side. I guess that whole area is 4. Okay, so it's just basically a courtyard. Yeah, you can do that. Like I said, all these windows are bricked in or boarded up. When you get over to the corner here, you can definitely see. I mean, it's almost. I'm not going to say it's impossible, but it's nearly impossible to stay close to the building because of the number of vines that are there. Like you'll literally be tripping over them and trying to get through them. It's like super overgrown. So you can either just like run along the outside of them, or you could go on the outside of the wall at that point. I don't know what you want to do there. Like down here.
Yeah, I guess go back to the wall, huh, Vanessa?
Yeah, back to the wall where we have a little cover.
Okay. I mean, you get back to the wall over here, and you're looking. You can still see that guy up there. He seems to be. I mean, since both of you have magical, backgrounds, you could tell at this point, especially so close. You can probably even hear him a little bit now. He seems to be chanting. Something that sounds like he's doing some kind of maybe shamanistic, magical ritual into that pot. He's like, rah, 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 whatever however he talks. I mean, he's talking in his own language, which is that's my monster language. That's what monsters sound like. Yeah, but you can tell by the rhythm of how he's doing it and like just the nature of it. Like it's almost like he's a very awkward and kind of primitive, but he's definitely doing some kind of like kind of shamanistic, like kind of a dance, kind of with reciting and chanting and stuff. But
is he wearing like a shamanistic robes and?
He's
stuff,
not wearing.
or?
He's no. I mean, he's naked. But he does have actually. Let me just check. I'm pretty sure he has like body paint on, like in his fur and stuff. Let me just look to make sure. I'm pretty sure that's the case. If not, it's the case now because I just said it. But yeah, he has. Yeah, he's got like paints or mud or something like caked in, and so you would
Okay.
Knowing what you know, you would think yes is the answer to that. But he's not. But they're essentially not wearing any clothes. I mean, they're basically animals.
What do you think, Brickhild?
Well, I think at this point we should have kept that flame throwing machine that we had instead of selling it.
Probably.
I know. Yes, we got to figure that out. You guys sold that. I forgot all that money. I guess you sold it and you spent the money.
But I guess we could go back around to the other side and maybe see if we see what's going on in that other tower. I mean, we definitely know this is not a cook pot.
No, it doesn't appear to be.
Okay.
Although there
Yeah,
still could be human flesh in there.
indeed. You have this like kind of a smell, a little bit like a boiled chicken smell. A little paprika on there. So yeah, you circle back around the other side, kind of eyeballing those apes. They seem to be now. At first, they were kind of like they look like they were watching the building, but now it seems like they're more looking out into the toward the east. Like every once in a while, like they're having their conversation in their language, but every once in a while they'll like look out to the east, and then they'll stop and start talking again.
Okay. Well, with no windows, that makes it very difficult.
Indeed. I mean, you could theoretically climb up the side of the vine. I know you were saying that Tam was saying you could do that. It's not obviously you don't have a climb skill, so it'll be a little more tricky. But you could theoretically climb up the side. But everything up top looks like it's closed up as well.
All right.
Like it actually doesn't look like it's a 2-story building. If that makes sense. Like there's like spires and stuff, but they look like they're just decorative. Like there's.
On Tower 3, there's 2 8 men up there, though.
There's 2 up there now, yeah. There's 2 on each one. On the 3, there's 2 that are just kind of hanging out, guarding or whatever. And there's 2 on one, but one of them is stirring the pot.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, shall we go back? I don't know if we should get too close to the towers.
No, we should not get close, but maybe we should just stay here until we cannot stay any longer until the darkness starts to give up and see if we observe anything else, I guess.
All right. You are Brighild the Wise.
Well, sometimes I make wise choices.
Yeah, so you guys wait a bit. You do periodically see, since you're going to sit there for the full 3 hours, whatever, in the towers, the shamanistic ape doesn't seem to ever stop what he's doing, whatever it is, some kind of long ritual. But the other apes do switch. The ones on Tower 3, eventually one of them comes down. Not that you could tell the difference between one and the other. I mean, at this distance, they don't really have distinctive markings enough. But at least one leaves at one point. And then also one leaves from Tower A at one point, and then eventually they are replaced. So you don't know if they're switching places or taking breaks or what they're doing. And through all your looking, you think that you can figure that there's at least 5 of them, based on just the differences of them. You never see more than 4 at a time, but just because of how long it takes to do things and some of them moving back and forth, you think there's 5 total. Like maybe at one point you see 3 on the one tower or whatever.
Okay.
But since you waited all that time, I'll give you that. There's definitely there's 5 of them as far as you can tell. Oh, and also they seem to be watching something that is happening in the front. Like it's happening here, or whatever they're watching is here, which obviously is the front door. They keep looking that way. Like you can tell that they're pointing and this and that, and they never go there, but they seem to be aware of this area. So they're kind of aware of this area, and then also, like I said, they're looking. I'll do the crystal thing with the little arrow if I can do it. Actually, I don't know how to do it. Oh, here we go. They look out this way a bunch, right? They're like, "What's out there?" Like that kind of thing. And then every once in a while, they're looking like here, including this one. They just kind of look down there. Never the shaman though. He's doing his deal. But that's all you can really, without getting closer, you don't really know exactly what's going on. They seem to be looking at things, but you can't tell what they are because they're just too far away or not there or invisible or who knows, blocked by the building.
Hmm.
Yeah. They're up to something.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would just tell Vanessa, we'll wait till we have to leave for sure before we get caught by daylight.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
You do that. I'll say that's basically what you were able to, from staying basically where you are, that's more or less all you're going to be able to get. You kind of have an idea of their numbers, or at least their numbers currently. and that they are very interested in something that's off to the east and also something in the very front of the building. They don't seem to make any aggressive move on the building throughout the course of the night, though. And you head back to the other, the rest of your party, the other adventurers.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I guess to make a plan and rest up before you figure out what you're gonna do.
You would appear, all 10, and that they are, I don't know, they have some type of a shaman or something, or a witch or a warlock or something that is doing something with that pot. They are maybe body parts in there, of course, but they are also doing some kind of chanting. And Vanessa and I noticed they keep watching towards the east, and they're watching the front of the old manor house itself also, as maybe they're waiting for something to come out. I don't know. That's we think there's at least 5 of them, though.
Yep. And there's no windows, or no, at least that we could tell, no access to the building as far as windows. They're boarded or bricked.
Were your was your magical sight able to look past the boards to see who, if anyone, may have been inside, or?
Are you asking me, or?
Yeah, you're the one that does the thermal vision, right?
Yeah, I've got infrared, but I didn't. Did I activate it down? I never did activate it.
Yeah, that's what he's
We
asking
could
you, did
see. Yeah, we could see. No, we could not get up close to the front door enough without. We would have been spotted by those guards.
I wasn't sure if your vision would be strong enough to pierce through the wooden boards or not.
Yeah, just
Maybe
mechanically.
maybe
yeah. I mean, I know you're role playing. I don't want to cut him, but yeah, it's way too bricked up for you. You would know that really
Yeah,
it wouldn't
well,
have worked. Yeah.
Okay, well, Alton, all he
No,
said
I
was
know. I didn't want to interrupt your role play. I just wanted to make sure that Tony knew that. Yeah, you wouldn't have been able to do that.
so they're occupied with. So you never saw any going in or out of the house, but yet they appear to be guarding the house from something coming from the east. Is that correct?
Certainly,
they
they
keep-
are focused on it. Yep. Oh, sorry,
Yeah, they're
Tony.
focused. Yes, as Vanessa says, they're focused on the east and in the front of the house. So maybe that would indicate they have not been in the old manor. Maybe there is picks or something else in there that have it boarded up and they can't gain access.
Either they can't or they're afraid. So I do not have the warrior's mind. I don't know. And this shaman was on top of one of the 2 towers, you say?
Yes.
He is the one at the cook pot. He is the one there.
And there's no way to get in the building from the back.
Not that we saw. There are many vines, but we don't have a good climber. I mean, we could try. And I don't know if there's anything rooftop on the roof, but from what we saw, no access.
The only suggestion I would have would be either one of 2 things. We continue to watch and see what happens, or maybe we could create a diversion by setting those vines on fire. We could pour some of our oil on there and set it on fire and maybe lead some of them away to the back.
Yes, but then we'd have to hope that they will let us in before they come back around.
Yes, exactly. But
Why does it always have to be so hard?
That's what she said.
Alton laughs at.
Lieutenant's missing his bar.
Yeah.
But we could at least maybe watch it for another day and see if something happens.
Yes, or if they're afraid of something to the east, we could travel a little bit that way and see what's coming. Is it reinforcements or is it something else?
How big are those illusions you can make?
Who?
You made that fire up here earlier, right?
Yeah, but I can only do fire. I can only do 50 feet.
We could go slightly to the east and actually start a big fire and see if they'll run to investigate it instead of the
Exactly.
vines. Or they may just sit there and wait for whatever's coming to come.
Well, that would at least maybe tell us how afraid they are of it.
Well, also a point.
I mean, as far as time, we are not pressed for time. I mean, it would not hurt to, I guess, observe and watch for another day.
No, nothing can be hurt by waiting and being cautious.
A little concerned about this shaman who's chanting. If he's performing a ritual, then time would not be on our side. But that's making an assumption.
Ah, he's an ape man. What could he be doing? He's probably just doing a mill prayer.
Primitive magics are magics nonetheless, my friend. I hate to be the one to always do it, but I will have to defer here. I defer to you to the wisdom of those who know more about doing this kind of thing. Everything I've done with you all so far has basically been walk in the front door kind of stuff. So I'm afraid experience teaches me nothing here. Am I wrong?
I mean, it's worked
No.
in the past.
Yeah, but
So everybody roll a d10
okay.
as you're hanging out there.
Oh,
6.
8.
9.
Free.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt. Go ahead.
Right.
Gotta keep you on your toes there.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, the sun is coming up. You can see, from the distance now. Of course, you probably hunker down. Maybe you kept your fire low or whatever. You can still, you see out there, very small, of course, because you're so far away. The ape men are still on the towers.
Old Tan pounds a leather glove into his other hand and says, well, I say setting fire to the vines is as good an idea as any. Set the fire to the vines. When they go down, we'll just run around the other side and we'll pray that Yunde is with us.
Yes,
We'll
and
need to take the body, though. That's the only bad part.
well, say we set the fire at night so they can definitely see it.
Yeah,
Of course.
that'll give us a chance to observe today.
Does anyone speak Pict, by the way? Anyone?
No.
Nope.
Oof.
Nobody speaks Pict. Well, actually, the priestess, Vrel says, "Oh yes, I took Pict as my elective in college.
You mean Lanaqua?
Two semesters.
2 semesters, yes. Well, good. I'll carry the body. You convince him to let us in, and I clap him on the back.
He practically collapses over.
I'm like you, Alton. I'm concerned about the shaman. I mean, whatever he is trying to conjure, if he's taking this long, is he a fool and does not know what he is doing, or is he working on something very powerful?
Say a fair answer to that question is yes.
I mean, there is one more idea. Technically, I could go invisible and try to get closer and see what they're doing.
No, when you say technically.
I mean, I could go invisible.
Okay.
Well, if you did that, Vanessa, you could. We could go approach it again this night, you and I, and you do that, and you could go to the front and see. Maybe you could hear something coming from inside or something, and see if there are people inside the manor that are barricaded it.
Yep. That's what I was thinking.
But you cannot pass through solid objects, though, can you?
No. That would be really cool, but I cannot do that.
Not yet.
but it would be able to let us see what's in the front a little bit better, with hopefully not being seen by the apes.
That is an excellent plan. I'll say you and I go up there again this night, and I will wait out, behind one of the walls there until you come back.
All right.
Cool. All right. Yeah. So you guys are gonna hang out. Actually, maybe this is where we should pick up next time, because that seems like
Okay.
it might be. I'm thinking it's 10:45. So, yeah. So unless you change your mind, that'll be the plan. You're gonna head down there, spy invisibly, and possibly light vines on fire. That
Correct.
seems like a good. That seems like a good plan. It's as good a plan as any.
It's the only plan.
Well done.
So-
Right. The only plan. It's a good plan. But yeah, cool. Excellent. Yeah, that'll be.